I need a favor.
Hey, Sarah, can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course, what's up?
Well, I hate to ask, but I really need a favor. You see, my car broke down, and I'm stuck without a ride to work tomorrow.
Oh, that's tough luck. What can I do to help?
Well, I was wondering if you could possibly give me a ride to the office tomorrow morning. I know it's a bit out of your way, and it's a really early start, but I'm desperate at this point.
I do have that important meeting in the morning, but I can adjust my schedule a bit to make it work. What time do you need to be at the office?
Thank you so much, Sarah. My shift starts at 8 a.m., so if you could pick me up around 7:15, that should give us enough time.
All right, 7:15 it is. I'll swing by your place and make sure you get to work on time.
You're a lifesaver, Sarah. I owe you big time.
No worries. We've all been in a tough spot before. I'm happy to help out.
It's all over the place.
Have you seen the current state of the office? It's all over the place.
I know, right? It's been chaotic for a while now. What's going on?
Well, it's partly because of the construction work outside, and then there's the ongoing reorganization inside the building.
Ugh, the noise from the construction is driving me crazy. And the constant shifting of departments is so disorienting.
Tell me about it. I can barely find my way around anymore. It's affecting our productivity too.
Yeah, it's hard to focus when everything is so scattered.
Hopefully, once the construction is done and the reorganization settles, things will get back to normal.
I hope so. It's been a real challenge to keep things on track during this chaos.
I totally agree. We'll have to be patient and adapt for now.
That's all we can do. Let's hope for some order in the near future.
Take up, begin a new hobby or activity.
I've been thinking about finding a new hobby to take up in my free time.
That's a great idea. There are so many options out there. Any particular interests in mind?
I used to play the guitar when I was younger, and I think I'd like to take it up again.
That's fantastic. Playing the guitar can be a wonderful way to unwind and express yourself. Do you still have your old guitar?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'll need to buy a new one, but I'm excited to take up playing again.
It's a worthwhile investment. And there are plenty of online tutorials and courses to help you get back into it.
Yes, I've been looking into online lessons. It's amazing how technology has made it easier to take up a new hobby.
Definitely. You'll find a wealth of resources to support your journey. Plus, it's a great way to meet like-minded people in the music community.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the encouragement. I can't wait to take up the guitar and get back to making music.
You're welcome. Enjoy the process of taking up your hobby and rediscovering your passion for playing.
Fall apart, break into pieces or fail.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Have you seen John's car lately?
Yeah, I heard it's really falling apart. What happened?
Well, it's quite old, and he hasn't been keeping up with maintenance. It finally fell apart on his way to work this morning.
That's unfortunate. He's been talking about getting a new car for a while now.
I think this is the push he needed. With his car falling apart like that, he has no choice but to replace it.
It's a shame it had to fall apart like that, though. Car troubles can be so stressful.
Absolutely. And it always seems to happen at the most inconvenient times.
Speaking of things falling apart, how's Sarah's relationship with Mark?
I'm not entirely sure, but I heard they've been having some serious issues lately. It might be on the verge of falling apart.
That's too bad. They seem like a happy couple.
You never really know what's going on behind closed doors. Relationships can fall apart for various reasons.
True. It's a reminder that we should cherish what we have and work on it to prevent it from falling apart.
To save her, I've got my own issues. I need a comb to get through. Don't need to.
I have to jump through hoops.
You won't believe what I have to do for this project. It's like I have to jump through hoops just to make it happen.
That sounds incredibly challenging. What's causing all the extra work?
Well, there are so many bureaucratic hurdles to clear. I need approvals from multiple departments, and it feels like a never-ending process.
That does sound frustrating. Have you tried talking to anyone to streamline the process?
I've been in constant communication with my supervisor, but it's still quite the ordeal.
Hang in there. It might get easier as you go. Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, I appreciate the offer. For now, I think I just need to keep pushing through and following the protocol.
I completely understand. Sometimes these situations test our patience and resilience.
They sure do. I just hope it'll all be worth it in the end.
I'm rooting for you, and I know you'll pull it off, even if you have to jump through a few more hoops.
Thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot.
Actions speak louder than words. What people do is more important than what they say.
You've been saying for months that you're going to start working out, but I haven't seen you at the gym yet.
I know. I keep talking about it, but I've been so busy with work lately.
Actions speak louder than words, you know. If you're serious about getting fit, you have to make time for it.
You're right. I need to stop making excuses and actually do it.
It's not just about the gym, it's about all aspects of life. If you want to improve, you have to take action.
I get it. I've been saying I want to eat healthier too, but I keep grabbing fast food on the go.
See, that's another example. If you truly want to change your diet, you need to make the effort to cook healthier meals.
Thanks for the reality check. I need to stop just talking and start doing.
Remember, actions speak louder than words. It's not too late to make those changes.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to start making changes today. Thanks for the motivation.
Anytime. I'll be here to support you on this journey.
Set up, establish or arrange something.
Hey, I heard you're starting a new business. How's it going?
It's been a busy few weeks. I'm in the process of setting up everything.
That's great to hear. What kind of business are you setting up?
It's a small boutique bakery. I've been working on the business plan and getting all the necessary permits to set it up.
That sounds delicious. Do you have a location in mind?
Yes, I've already set up a lease for a cozy spot in the city center. It's a perfect location with good foot traffic.
Smart choice. How about staffing? Have you hired anyone yet?
I've set up interviews for next week. I'm looking for skilled bakers and front of house staff.
It seems like you're really well prepared. What about the menu?
I've set it up with a mix of classic and unique pastries and bread. I hope people will love it.
I'm sure they will. Best of luck with setting up your bakery, and I can't wait to taste your treats.
Thanks so much. I'm excited about this new adventure and hope it all comes together smoothly.
Cut back, reduce or decrease something, often expenses.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Have you heard about the recent increase in our utility bills?
Yes, it's getting out of hand. We need to cut back on our energy consumption.
I agree. It's essential to cut back on our electricity usage to save some money. Maybe we can start turning off lights when we're not in a room.
That's a good idea. We should also cut back on heating when we're not at home. It's a simple way to reduce our expenses.
And we can cut back on water usage too. Shorter showers and fixing any leaks can help.
Excellent point. We'll need to cut back on all these unnecessary expenses to balance our budget.
Speaking of budget, we should cut back on dining out too. Cooking at home can save a lot.
You're right. We have to cut back on those restaurant visits and make more meals at home.
It won't be easy, but if we cut back on all these areas, we can start saving more and be more financially responsible.
I'm willing to make the effort to cut back and get our finances in order. It's a necessary step.
Agreed. Let's commit to cut back on these expenses and work toward our financial goals.
A penny for your thoughts, a polite way to ask someone what they're thinking or feeling.
Hey, you seem lost and dot. A penny for your thoughts.
Oh, it's just something that's been on my mind lately. You know, life choices and all.
Life choices, huh? That's a big deal. Anything you want to talk about?
Well, I've been contemplating a career change. I've been in marketing for years, but I've always had this passion for environmental conservation. I'm torn.
That's quite the decision. Have you spoken to anyone about it, like a career counselor or a friend?
Yeah, I've talked to a few friends, and they've given me some advice. But it's still a tough call. Stability versus following your heart, you know.
I get it. It's a challenge, but in the end, you have to do what feels right for you. It might be a risk, but it could lead to greater fulfillment.
True. I just wish there was a clear answer.
Sometimes there isn't. Just give it some time and trust your instincts. Your path will become clearer.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It helps to talk it out.
Anytime. Just remember, a penny for your thoughts doesn't always get you a clear answer, but it's a start.
Burning the candle at both ends, overextending oneself by working too much or taking on too many tasks.
You look exhausted, John. Is everything okay?
Not really. Work has been insane lately. I've been burning the candle at both ends, and it's taking a toll on me.
I can see that. You can't keep up this pace forever. You wear yourself out.
I know, but there's so much on my plate right now. Deadlines, meetings, and endless emails. It feels like it never ends.
It's crucial to find a balance. You need to take care of yourself too, or you won't be any good to anyone, including your job.
You're right. I need to make some changes. Maybe delegate some tasks, and set more realistic expectations.
That's a good start. And don't forget to take breaks and recharge. Burning the candle at both ends won't lead to long-term success.
I appreciate your advice and concern. I need to prioritize my well-being.
I'm here to support you, and I hope you can find a way to manage your workload and take care of yourself.
Thanks. I'll work on that starting today. It's time to stop burning the candle at both ends.
It's all in a day's work.
What a day! I had to deal with 3 client emergencies and a broken coffee machine.
Sounds hectic. But hey, it's all in a day's work, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Sometimes it's just a bit overwhelming, you know.
I get it. Some days can be crazy, but it keeps things interesting. What's next on your agenda?
I've got a meeting with the new team at 3, and then I'll be crunching numbers for that big report.
Busy day ahead. You're quite the multitasker.
Well, you do what you gotta do, right?
Absolutely. You handle it well. And when the day's done, you can relax.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. Maybe even that coffee I missed this morning.
Here's hoping the coffee machine gets fixed soon. Until then, stay focused and keep being the rock star you are.
Thanks, I appreciate the support. It's nice to have colleagues like you.
Anytime. We're in this together, and it's all in a day's work.
All in the same boat, in the same difficult or challenging situation as others.
You know, with the rising cost of living, it's getting harder to make ends meet.
I hear you. It seems like we're all in the same boat these days, struggling to keep up with expenses.
Yeah, it's tough. Prices for everything, from groceries to gas, just keep going up.
And it's not just us. I was talking to Sarah, and she mentioned how she's worried about her mortgage too.
It's comforting, in a way, to know that we're all in the same boat. We can lean on each other for support.
You're right. Sharing our experiences and challenges with friends and family can make it more manageable.
It's a reminder that we're not alone in this, and we can find solutions together.
Absolutely. Plus, it helps us empathize with others who are facing similar difficulties.
It's a shared struggle that can bring people closer and foster a sense of community.
So, let's keep supporting each other as we navigate these financial waters together.
Agreed. We'll weather this storm just like we always do, all in the same boat.
Call off, cancel an event or arrangement.
Hey, did you hear that they had to call off the company picnic this weekend?
Yeah, I heard about it. What happened?
The weather forecast is pretty grim, and the park is likely to be a mud pit. They decided to call it off to avoid a complete washout.
Bummer. I was looking forward to it. Do you know if they're rescheduling it?
They're thinking about it. They might call a meeting next week to discuss an alternative date and location.
I hope they can find a suitable replacement, because I was really excited to go this year.
Me too. The picnic is always a great opportunity for everyone to relax and socialize outside of work.
Well, let's keep an eye out for updates. If they reschedule it, we'll need to mark it on our calendars.
Definitely. And if not, we can always plan something else for the weekend.
True. We could organize a little get-together of our own if the picnic doesn't happen.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see what the company decides, and we'll go from there.
It's a long shot.
I've been thinking about applying for that prestigious scholarship.
That's an impressive opportunity, but isn't it incredibly competitive?
It is. Honestly, it's a long shot, but I want to give it a try.
It's great to aim high, but do you have a plan in case it doesn't work out?
Absolutely. I'm also looking into other financial options for my education. This scholarship is a dream, but I won't put all my eggs in one basket.
That's a wise approach. It's essential to have a backup plan.
I know, but I don't want to regret not trying for this scholarship.
I admire your determination. Just remember, even if it doesn't work out, it doesn't define your worth or potential.
Thanks for the support. I'm aware it's a long shot, but it's a shot worth taking.
I'm rooting for you and your pursuit of this opportunity. You never know, sometimes long shots pay off.
That's ridiculous.
Did you hear about the new law they're proposing? They want to ban eating ice cream on Sundays.
That's ridiculous. Why on earth would they want to do that?
Apparently, they think it's contributing to obesity rates. They believe people should be more health conscious.
Well, I get the health concerns, but banning ice cream on Sundays is going a bit too far, don't you think?
I completely agree. It's such a small pleasure in life, and they want to take it away from us. What's next? Banning chocolate on Valentine's Day?
Who knows? But seriously, sometimes these lawmakers come up with the craziest ideas.
That's true. But I hope this one doesn't pass. I love my Sunday ice cream tradition.
Me too. Let's hope common sense prevails, and we can keep enjoying our ice cream without any bans.
Amen to that.
I'm all ears.
Hey, I've been really stressed out lately with work and everything.
I'm all ears. What's been bothering you?
Well, it's just that the deadlines keep piling up, and I feel like I'm drowning in projects. I can't seem to catch a break.
That does sound tough. Have you talked to your boss about it?
Yeah, I did, but they said it's just a busy period, and things will calm down eventually. But it's been like this for months now.
I can understand why you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you could try discussing it again, emphasizing how it's affecting your well-being.
I'm afraid they'll think I can't handle the workload if I keep complaining.
It's important to prioritize your mental health too. They should be willing to find a solution that works for everyone. And if not, maybe it's time to explore other opportunities.
You're right. I need to take care of myself. Thanks for listening and giving me some perspective.
Of course, anytime. Remember, I'm all ears whenever you need to talk.
Look forward to.
Hey, I heard you're going on a vacation soon. Where are you headed?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to Hawaii. I've always wanted to visit. I can't wait to relax on the beautiful beaches and explore the islands.
That sounds amazing. How long are you staying there?
I'll be there for 2 weeks. It's going to be a great break from work.
I bet you must be looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I've been planning this trip for months, and I'm counting down the days. I've heard so many good things about Hawaii's natural beauty and the vibrant culture. It's going to be an adventure.
I'm happy for you. Don't forget to take lots of pictures and share them when you're back. I'm sure it will be an unforgettable experience.
Thanks. I'll definitely do that. I'm looking forward to making memories and enjoying every moment of this trip.
It's a blessing in disguise.
You won't believe what happened. I lost my job yesterday.
I'm so sorry to hear that. How are you feeling?
Honestly, at first, I was devastated. But now I'm starting to see it as a blessing in disguise.
How so?
Well, I've been feeling stuck in that job for a while, and now I have the opportunity to explore new career paths and find something I'm truly passionate about.
That's a positive perspective. It can be a chance for growth and self-discovery.
Exactly. I have some savings, and I'm going to use this time to reevaluate my goals and possibly start my own business.
It's great that you're looking at the silver lining in this situation.
Sometimes, it takes a setback like this to realize that I need to make a change for my own happiness.
I'm here to support you in any way I can during this transition.
Thank you so much. Your encouragement means a lot.
I have to make ends meet.
I've been really tightening my budget lately. I have to make ends meet, you know?
I hear you. Times are tough. What's been the biggest challenge?
Well, my rent keeps going up, and the cost of groceries is soaring. It's getting hard to keep up.
It's tough when the essentials become a financial burden. Have you thought about any cost-cutting strategies?
I've started cooking at home more often and cut down on non-essential expenses like dining out and entertainment.
That's a good start. Have you explored any additional sources of income?
I've been considering a part-time job or maybe freelancing in my spare time. It's just hard to find the energy after my full-time job.
I understand. It's a juggling act, for sure. Just remember, you're doing your best.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'm determined to get through this. It's just a tough period.
You're not alone in this. Reach out for help or advice whenever you need it. We'll find a way to make ends meet.
I appreciate that. It's comforting to have a friend like you to talk to.
I have to take it step by step.
I've decided to start training for a marathon.
That's a huge goal. Are you excited?
Absolutely, but it's a daunting challenge. I know I have to take it step by step.
That's a smart approach. Do you have a training plan in mind?
Yes, I've found a beginner's program. I'll gradually build up my endurance.
Good. It's important not to push too hard too fast.
I'm well aware of that. I want to avoid injuries and burnout.
Have you thought about your diet and recovery too?
Yes, I'm working on a balanced diet and prioritizing proper rest. It's all part of the process.
I'm impressed with your commitment and planning.
Thanks. I'm really looking forward to this journey, even if it's challenging.
You've got the right mindset. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
That's a great way to put it. I'll take it step by step, and I'm sure I'll get there.
What do you think?
So, I've been thinking about redecorating the living room. I want to give it a fresh look.
That's a great idea. What do you have in mind?
Well, I was considering a more minimalist design with neutral colors. I think it'll make the space feel more open and calming.
That could work really well. But have you thought about adding some accent pieces to prevent it from looking too bland?
That's a good point. I was thinking of adding some colorful throw pillows and maybe a piece of artwork as a focal point. What do you think?
Sounds like a good balance. It'll add some personality to the room without overwhelming it. What about the furniture?
I'm planning to keep the existing furniture, but maybe invest in a new coffee table to match the new style.
Makes sense. Have you started shopping for ideas?
Not yet, but I'm excited to start. Do you want to come with me this weekend to check out some options?
Absolutely. I'd love to help you pick out some pieces. What do you think about visiting that furniture store downtown?
That sounds perfect. Thanks for your input and offering to come along. It'll be fun.
Break up, end a romantic relationship.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up.
Hey, I heard you and Sarah broke up. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. We decided to end our romantic relationship.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Well, we've been having some issues for a while now, and it just felt like the right time to break up. We had grown apart, and it was best for both of us.
Breakups are never easy. How are you holding up?
It's tough, to be honest. Ending a romantic relationship is always hard, but I think it's for the best in the long run. We'll both have a chance to find happiness on our own.
That's a healthy way to look at it. Do you want to talk about it more? Or would you rather not?
Thanks for offering, but I think I just need some time to process everything. It's still fresh, you know?
I understand. If you ever need to chat or just hang out to take your mind off things, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that, really. It means a lot.
Quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Hang out, spend time with friends.
Hey, what are your plans for the weekend?
I was thinking of hanging out with some friends on Saturday. How about you?
Sounds fun. I'd love to hang out with you all. What's the plan?
We're meeting at the park around noon, and then we'll decide what to do from there. Maybe a picnic or some games.
That sounds like a great way to hang out and enjoy the nice weather.
Yeah, we've been wanting to catch up and just hang out for a while now. It'll be a good opportunity to do that.
Count me in. I'll bring some snacks and drinks for the picnic.
Awesome. It's going to be a fantastic day. I'm looking forward to hanging out with everyone.
Me too. It's been too long since we've all had a chance to hang out together.
Well, I'm glad we're making it happen. It's going to be a memorable day of hanging out and having fun.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the weekend to arrive. It's going to be a great time to hang out with friends and relax.
Run out of, exhaust the supply of something.
Hey, I noticed we're running low on coffee in the office kitchen.
Oh, you're right. We might actually run out of it soon. I'll order more today.
That's a good idea. It's essential to keep the coffee stocked, especially in the mornings.
Absolutely. I've also noticed that we're running out of printer paper. I'll add that to the order.
Thanks for catching that. We can't afford to run out of printer paper during a busy week.
No problem. I'll also check the toner levels on the copier. It seems like we might run out of that too.
Great. Thanks for taking care of these supplies. It's important to ensure we don't run out of anything crucial for our daily work.
You're welcome. I'll make sure to place the order today so we don't run out of any essential office supplies.
Perfect. That way, we can keep things running smoothly without interruptions.
That's funny.
So, I was at the supermarket yesterday, and I accidentally bumped into a stack of cans, causing them to crash down. It was so embarrassing.
Huh? That's funny. I can just imagine the sound and everyone's reaction.
Yeah, it was like a scene from a comedy movie. I tried to act all cool about it, but I'm pretty sure I turned bright red.
It happens to the best of us. Supermarkets can be a battlefield sometimes.
Tell me about it. But you know what's even funnier? When I tried to pick up the cans, I slipped on one and nearly fell again.
No way. That's like a slapstick comedy sequence. Did anyone else see that part?
Thankfully, not many people were around by then, but I had a good laugh at myself. Sometimes you just have to roll with the punches.
Absolutely. It's all part of life's funny moments. At least you provided some entertainment for anyone who witnessed it.
True, I guess I inadvertently made someone's day. Anyway, how about you? Got any funny stories to share?
Not as hilarious as yours, but I do have a few. Maybe we should swap embarrassing stories sometime.
Deal. It's always good to have a laugh and not take ourselves too seriously.
Where are you from?
Hey, I haven't seen you around here before. Where are you from?
Oh, I just moved here recently. I'm originally from New York.
New York. That's pretty cool. What brought you to this town?
Well, I got a job offer here, so I decided to make the move. It's been quite an adjustment, though.
I can imagine. What do you think of the area so far?
It's definitely different from the hustle and bustle of New York City, but I'm starting to like it. People here are so friendly, and there's a certain charm to the slower pace of life.
Yeah, it's a quieter place for sure. Have you had a chance to explore the town yet?
Not much, to be honest. I've been busy settling into my new place and getting used to the new job. But I'm looking forward to checking out some local spots soon.
Well, if you ever need recommendations or someone to show you around, feel free to ask. We've got some hidden gems here.
Thanks, that's really kind of you. I might take you up on that offer sometime.
No problem at all. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks. It's nice to meet friendly faces like yours.
Piece of the pie, a share in something, often a financial share.
Have you heard about the new project a company's taking on?
Yeah, I heard it's a massive deal, potentially worth millions.
That's right, and I'm thinking of getting involved. I want a piece of the pie.
It sounds like a golden opportunity. How do you plan to get in on it?
I've been researching the project and the team. I think my skills and experience align well with what they need.
Smart move. A piece of the pie could mean substantial rewards.
I'm excited about the potential, but competition will be tough. Everyone wants their share.
True, but with your dedication and expertise, I'm sure you can secure your piece.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. It's just a matter of proving my value to the team.
And making sure your contributions are recognized. Don't be afraid to assert yourself.
You're right. I've got to be bold and show I deserve a piece of the pie.
That's the spirit. Go for it, and I hope you get the slice you're aiming for.
Thanks, I'm ready to give it my all. It's time to grab my piece of that pie.
A bitter pill to swallow, something unpleasant but necessary to accept.
I got the news today. I didn't get that promotion I've been working so hard for.
I'm really sorry to hear that. It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially after all the effort you put in.
Yeah, I thought I had a good chance, but they chose someone else. I can't help but feel disappointed.
It's completely natural to feel that way. Rejection can be tough, and it's okay to take some time to process it.
It's just frustrating, because I thought I had everything it took to get that position. Now, I'm not sure what my next move should be.
Well, remember, a bitter pill to swallow doesn't mean it's the end. Maybe this is an opportunity to explore other avenues and discover something even better.
You're right. I shouldn't let this get me down. I'll regroup, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward.
That's the spirit. You've got the skills and determination, and you never know what opportunities may arise in the future.
Thanks for being so supportive. I appreciate it.
Anytime. We all face bitter pills in life, but they can also be a source of growth and resilience. You've got this.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have everything your way. There are trade-offs.
I heard you're thinking about taking a long vacation and keeping your job. How does that work?
Well, my boss said I can work remotely while I travel. So, you can say I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too.
That sounds like a great deal, but isn't it challenging to work while exploring new places?
It can be, but it's worth it. I get to experience different cultures and keep my job.
I see the appeal, but you know what they say. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
True, there are some compromises. I work odd hours to accommodate time zones, and still need to meet deadlines.
Is it affecting your ability to fully enjoy your vacation?
At times, yes. I'm not as carefree as other travelers, but I get to explore the world while maintaining my income.
Well, as long as it works for you, that's what matters. But remember, sometimes you have to choose between the cake and eating it.
I'll keep that in mind. Maybe one day I'll prioritize a full vacation experience. Thanks for the advice.
A penny for your thoughts, a polite way to ask someone what they're thinking or feeling.
Did you hear about that amazing investment opportunity a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't take any action on it.
You missed the boat, my friend. The returns have been incredible.
I know. I thought it was too risky, and now I'm regretting it.
Well, sometimes, you have to take calculated risks to benefit from such opportunities. Hesitation can cause you to miss the boat.
I'm usually pretty cautious with my investments, but I guess I was too cautious this time.
It happens to the best of us. The key is to learn from it and be more proactive in the future.
You're right. I need to be more open to seizing opportunities when they come along.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right balance between risk and reward.
Thanks for the advice. I won't let another opportunity pass me by.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
I heard you finally quit your job. What happened?
Yeah, I had to. It was just the last straw in a long line of issues at that place.
The last straw? What pushed you over the edge?
Well, the constant overtime with no compensation was bad enough. But the final straw was when they started micromanaging every little thing I did.
That does sound frustrating. Did you talk to your boss about it?
I did, but it didn't change anything. The company culture had become toxic, and I needed a healthier work environment.
I can understand why you left then. Have you started looking for a new job?
Yeah, I'm already sending out applications. I don't want to stay unemployed for long, but I couldn't take it there any longer.
I hope you find something better soon. No one should have to deal with such a toxic workplace.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm determined to find a job where I'm valued and can grow without dealing with the last straw breaking my back.
Show off, display one's abilities, possessions, or achievements.
Hey, did you see Mark's new car? He's been showing it off all over social media.
Yeah, I noticed. He's really going all out to show off his new wheels. It's a pretty fancy car.
I guess he's proud of it, but sometimes it feels like he's just showing off for the sake of it.
True, it's nice to share your achievements, but there's a fine line between sharing and showing off. It can come across as a bit excessive.
Speaking of showing off, have you seen Sarah's latest artwork? She's been posting it everywhere.
I have, and it's impressive. She's worked hard to develop her talent, so I understand why she wants to show it off.
Absolutely, she deserves recognition for her skills. It's different from Mark's constant display of his possessions.
You're right. It's one thing to show off your achievements and talents, but another to flaunt material things.
It's all about balance, I guess. Showing off in moderation can be fine, but when it's excessive, it can rub people the wrong way.
Agreed, balance is key. It's nice to share and celebrate our accomplishments, but there's no need to go overboard with showing off.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't waste time worrying about things that have already happened and can't be changed.
Oh no. I can't believe I spilled coffee all over my laptop. This is a disaster.
Relax, it happens to the best of us. Don't cry over spilled milk.
But my laptop is ruined. What am I going to do now?
First, let's turn it off and unplug it. We'll let it dry and see if it's salvageable. No use crying just yet.
I have important work on there, and I don't have a backup.
I understand it's frustrating, but worrying won't help. Let's focus on damage control for now.
You're right. I should have been more careful. I can't believe I let this happen.
Accidents happen to everyone. The important thing is to learn from it.
I guess you're right. I'll be more cautious next time.
That's the spirit. And who knows, we might be able to save your laptop after all.
Thanks for being so calm and rational about it. I needed that.
No problem, we'll get through this together. Remember, don't cry over spilled milk, just clean it up and move on.
Call on, visit or request someone to do something.
I've been meaning to call on my friend Sarah. It's been ages since we last caught up.
That sounds like a great idea. It's always nice to call on old friends and reconnect.
Yes, I miss her. I'll call on her this weekend and see if she's available to meet up.
I'm sure she'd appreciate it. It's wonderful when friends call on each other, especially when time has passed.
It is. I also need to call on my neighbor to ask if they can water my plants while I'm away on vacation next week.
It's thoughtful of you to arrange for someone to call on your plants. They'll appreciate it.
I like to make sure everything is taken care of when I'm away. I'll call on them later today and discuss the details.
That's responsible planning. It's always better to call on someone reliable for such tasks.
Absolutely. When we call on trusted friends and neighbors, it gives us peace of mind.
It does, and it helps strengthen those relationships. Let me know how both your calls go.
Will do, and maybe after I return from my trip, I can call on you, and we can catch up too.
I'd love that. Feel free to call on me anytime.
Give up, quit or stop doing something.
How's your New Year's resolution to exercise regularly going?
Well, I gave up on it last month. It was tough to find the motivation to stick with it.
Don't be too hard on yourself. It's not easy to keep up with a new exercise routine.
I know, but I really wanted to make it work this time.
You can always give it another try. Maybe start with smaller, more achievable goals to avoid feeling overwhelmed.
You're right. I shouldn't have given up so easily. I'll set some more realistic goals and try again.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, it takes a few attempts before you find the right fitness routine that works for you.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll make sure not to give up this time.
I believe in you. Remember, it's all about progress, not perfection.
I appreciate your support. I won't give up on getting healthier and more active.
That's the attitude. Keep pushing forward, and you'll achieve your fitness goals.
Take after, resemble a family member in appearance or character.
You know, I've always thought that your daughter takes after you.
Really? In what way?
Well, she has the same sense of humor, and is just as outgoing as you. It's like she's inherited your personality.
That's a nice thing to hear. I've noticed she also has my smile, just like I do from my mom.
It's incredible how children often take after their parents. Not just in looks, but in behavior too.
I agree. She definitely didn't get her height from me, though. She takes after her father in that department.
That's true, but she's got a perfect blend of both of you. And it's lovely to see how she takes after both parents.
It is heartwarming. Do you think your kids take after you or your spouse more?
It's interesting. Our oldest takes after my husband in terms of musical talent, but our youngest definitely takes after me when it comes to a love for reading and learning.
That's great to see the mix of characteristics in your family. It's what makes each person unique.
Absolutely. And it's part of what makes parenthood so fascinating. Seeing who the kids take after is like unwrapping a gift of surprises.
Come along, make progress or develop.
How's the new project coming along?
It's moving steadily, but we've hit a few roadblocks. We're trying to come up with solutions.
I'm glad to hear it's at least making some progress. What are the main challenges you've come across?
One issue is that we're having trouble sourcing some of the specialized components we need. It's slowing us down.
Have you considered alternative suppliers? That might help it come along more smoothly.
Yes, we're actively searching for other options. Hopefully, that will resolve the supply chain issues.
Good. And what about the team dynamics? Is the collaboration coming along as expected?
The team's getting along well, but communication could be improved. We're working on a plan to come together more effectively.
That's essential for the project to come along on schedule. Keep me updated on your progress.
I will, and we're optimistic that despite the challenges, we can make it come along successfully.
I have confidence in your abilities. Let me know if you need any additional support.
Thanks, I appreciate your support. We'll do our best to make this project come along smoothly.
On the same page, in agreement or having the same understanding.
I wanted to talk to you about the project. Are we on the same page with the upcoming deadlines?
I believe so, but let's go over it to be sure. The proposal is due by the end of the week, right?
Yes, that's correct. And then, the client presentation is scheduled for next Tuesday.
Okay, just to confirm, we'll have the entire team meeting tomorrow to review the proposal, and then we'll finalize it by Thursday.
Exactly. I think it's crucial that we're on the same page regarding this project to ensure everything runs smoothly.
Agreed? It's a critical project for the company, and I want to make sure we meet the client's expectations.
And we should keep each other updated regularly to ensure we stay on the same page throughout.
I couldn't agree more. Communication is key to our success on this project.
Great! Let's work together closely and make sure we're always on the same page. I have confidence that we can deliver a top-notch proposal.
I'm with you on that. Let's do this.
I have to keep my fingers crossed.
So, the job interview is tomorrow, and I'm feeling a mix of excitement and nerves.
I understand the jitters, but you've prepared well. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks. I really hope it goes smoothly, and they like my presentation.
You've got a strong resume, and your experience speaks for itself. Just be yourself, and you'll do great.
I appreciate your vote of confidence. It's just that this job means so much to me.
I can tell you're passionate about it. Sometimes, we have to take that leap and hope for the best.
You're right. I've been working toward this for a while, and I can't let fear hold me back.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not just about landing the job, but also about finding the right fit for you.
True. I want a place where I can grow and contribute. Let's hope it all aligns.
Keep that positive mindset. Your hard work and dedication will pay off.
Thanks for the support. It means a lot to have friends like you.
Anytime. You've got this, and I'll be here, keeping my fingers crossed for your success.
You reap what you sow, your actions have consequences, and you'll experience the results of your choices.
I can't believe how successful your garden is this year. Everything looks so healthy.
Thanks. It's taken a lot of hard work, but you reap what you sow, right?
Absolutely. What's your secret? I can't seem to grow anything well in my garden.
Well, I pay close attention to the soil quality, use organic fertilizers, and I'm out there every day, making sure everything gets the right amount of water and sunlight.
That's a lot of dedication. But it's definitely paying off. Your vegetables look amazing.
It's not just about the effort, it's about patience too. You can't rush nature. You reap what you sow over time.
I think I've been too hasty in the past, expecting quick results. I need to adopt your approach.
Take it step by step. Start small, learn as you go, and soon enough, you'll see the results.
I appreciate the advice. I'll give it a shot and hopefully, next year, I'll reap a bountiful harvest like yours.
I'm sure you will. Remember, you reap what you sow, so put in the effort, and nature will reward you.
I love it.
So, what do you think of the new art exhibit?
I love it. The colors and the way the artist plays with light are just mesmerizing.
I'm glad you feel that way. This artist has such a unique style.
Absolutely. I can't help but get lost in each piece. It's like they're telling a story.
That's precisely what I thought. There's so much emotion and depth in each painting.
And the sculpture over there, it's so intricate and thought-provoking. I love how it blends different materials.
Yes, that sculpture is a true masterpiece. It's amazing how art can make you see the world in a whole new light.
Art has this incredible power to evoke emotions and inspire creativity.
Totally agree. This exhibit is a testament to the artist's talent and the way they connect with their audience.
It's one of those experiences where words fall short. I'm really grateful I got to see it.
Me too. It's a reminder of the beauty that can be found in the world, even in the most unexpected places.
Absolutely. Thanks for inviting me to this. It's been a wonderful evening.
You're welcome. I knew you'd appreciate it. Let's explore the rest of the gallery together.
Don't judge a book by its cover. You can't determine the true value or nature of something or someone based solely on appearances.
Did you meet the new neighbor, Jane? She seems a bit reserved, and I've heard she's a writer.
Yeah, I saw her when she moved in. People say she's a recluse and keeps to herself.
Well, you know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe she's just introverted.
You're right. It's easy to make assumptions based on appearances, but we should give her a chance.
I agree. We should get to know her before forming any opinions.
She might have interesting stories to share or be a great addition to the neighborhood.
It's important not to let preconceived notions cloud our judgment.
Absolutely. Let's be friendly and open-minded when we interact with her.
Who knows, she could be a wonderful neighbor and a new friend.
It's a good reminder that we shouldn't jump to conclusions about people based on how they appear, or rumors we hear.
Well said. Let's practice what we preach and be welcoming to our new neighbor, Jane.
Agreed. And let's remember not to judge a book by its cover in any situation.
When it rains, it pours. Bad things often happen in groups or one after another.
You won't believe the day I've had. When it rains, it pours, right?
Oh no, what happened?
Well, first thing this morning, my car wouldn't start. So I had to take a cab to work. And then, just as I was about to finish an important report, the power went out, and I lost everything.
That's awful. Did you manage to salvage any of it?
Luckily, I had saved a backup on my computer a while ago, so I didn't lose everything. But it still set me back quite a bit.
That's a relief at least. But it sounds like a terrible day. What else happened?
On top of that, I got a call from the bank saying there was a suspicious charge on my credit card. It's like one thing after another today.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It's true when they say, when it rains, it pours. Hopefully, things will start looking up soon.
Thanks, I hope so too. Sometimes, life just has a way of testing us.
Absolutely, but you're handling it well. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thanks, that means a lot. Your support is making this day a bit brighter.
Make a long story short, to summarize a lengthy explanation.
How was your weekend trip to the mountains?
It was incredible. We hiked, enjoyed the views, and even encountered some wildlife.
Sounds like you had quite an adventure. Tell me more.
Well, we started early on Saturday, hiked all day, and then set up camp near a beautiful lake.
That sounds amazing. Anything unusual happen?
Yeah, on Sunday morning, we woke up to find a bear near our campsite. We had to slowly back away and watch from a distance.
Whoa, that must have been scary.
It was, but it eventually wandered off. Long story short, we packed up and hiked back down, making it home safely.
I'm glad you're okay. You really know how to make a long story short.
Haha, well, I could go on for hours about it, but I know you've got a busy day.
Thanks for sharing the highlights. I'd love to hear more about it sometime.
Sure thing. I've got plenty of stories from the trip to share.
Let up, decrease in intensity, or relent.
Wow, this rain is relentless. It's been pouring for hours.
I know, right? I wish it would let up soon. I wanted to go for a walk this afternoon.
Same here. I had plans to do some gardening, but with this weather, it's impossible.
I heard on the news that it's supposed to let up by evening. Let's hope that's accurate.
I hope so too. This constant downpour is starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, it can be pretty annoying. Have you checked the forecast recently?
Not yet, but I'll do that later. I just hope it lets up in time for the barbecue we're having this evening.
Me too. I was looking forward to that. If the rain doesn't let up, we might have to move the party indoors.
Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Maybe the weather will relent, and we can still enjoy our evening outdoors.
The devil is in the details. The fine print or specific details can be the most important and tricky part of a plan.
We've made great progress on the project, but there are still a few issues to iron out.
What kind of issues are we talking about?
Well, it's mostly related to the budget. The devil is in the details, as they say.
I thought we had a solid budget in place. What specifically is causing concern?
It's those unexpected costs we didn't anticipate. They're starting to add up, and it's putting pressure on our bottom line.
I see. So, what's the plan to address this?
We might need to revisit our initial estimates and see where we can cut back or reallocate funds.
That's going to require some careful scrutiny. But you're right, the devil is in the details when it comes to finances.
Exactly. We can't afford any surprises down the line. I'll work on a revised budget and get it to you for review.
Thanks for staying on top of this. Let's make sure we have a solid financial plan in place.
Agreed. The devil may be in the details, but we'll tackle them and ensure the project's success.
Turn out, produce or result in a particular way.
The dinner party was a big success last night.
I'm glad to hear that. How did it turn out?
It turned out better than I expected. Everyone seemed to enjoy the food and the company.
That's fantastic. What did you serve?
I made a few different dishes, but the lasagna turned out to be the crowd favorite.
I'm not surprised. Your lasagna always turns out so delicious.
Thanks. I'm happy it turned out well. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it.
I'm sure it was. Did the weather cooperate for the outdoor setup?
It did, luckily. The forecast had been iffy, but it turned out to be a beautiful evening.
That's a relief. Sometimes, unpredictable weather can turn a gathering into a disaster.
It can indeed, but we lucked out. Overall, it turned out to be a wonderful evening, and I'm grateful for everyone who came.
I'm glad it turned out so well. It's always nice to have a successful dinner party.
Cost an arm and a leg. Something is very expensive.
Did you see that new luxury car that just hit the market?
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing, but I heard it costs an arm and a leg.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, who can afford to spend that much on a car?
Only the super rich, I suppose. The price tag is astronomical.
I just don't get it. You could buy a house for that kind of money.
I agree. It's a prime example of luxury items that cost an arm and a leg.
Sometimes I wonder if these companies are in touch with reality. Who needs a car that expensive?
Well, there's a market for it, but it's certainly not for the average person.
I'd rather invest that kind of money in something more practical, like a home or education.
That's a smart perspective. Some things are just out of reach for most of us.
True. I'm content with my reliable old car. It might not be a status symbol, but it didn't cost me an arm and a leg.
I have to bite the bullet.
I've been putting it off, but I know I have to bite the bullet and have that difficult conversation with my boss.
I understand. What's been holding you back?
I'm worried about how they'll react. It's about a promotion I was promised but haven't received.
It's a tough situation, but you deserve that promotion. You should speak up.
I know, but I don't want to create tension or seem pushy.
Sometimes you have to advocate for yourself. It's not about being pushy. It's about standing up for what you've earned.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I'll schedule that meeting today.
That's the spirit. Be confident and assertive.
Thanks for the pep talk. It's time to bite the bullet and make my case.
I believe in you. You've got this.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Achieving something often requires sacrifices or hardships.
You know, I've been thinking about taking that new job offer, but I'm really nervous about leaving my current position.
Change is always intimidating, but you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's just that I've been at my current job for so long, and I'm comfortable here.
Comfort is good, but sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone to achieve something better. That new job might be a great opportunity.
I'm worried about the learning curve and the new team. What if I can't handle it?
Making a move can be challenging, but it's also a chance to grow and develop new skills. Remember, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. It's all part of the process.
I suppose you're right. I need to take a chance and see where it leads. I can't stay in my shell forever.
That's the spirit. Embrace the change and believe in your abilities. You'll come out of it stronger and wiser. Just remember, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs.
Hold on, wait for a short time.
Hey, do you mind holding on for a second? I just need to grab my jacket.
Sure, no problem. I'll hold on.
Thanks for waiting. I thought it might get cold later.
No worries. I didn't mind holding on. So, what's the plan for the evening?
Well, we could go to that new Italian restaurant downtown. I heard it's fantastic.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. But hold on, do you know if they take reservations?
I'm not sure, but I can call and find out.
They do take reservations. I've got us a table for 2 at 7:30.
Excellent. Thanks for checking. I'll hold on to that reservation time.
Great. I can't wait to try their pasta. It's been highly recommended.
Me too. I've been craving Italian food for a while. Thanks for making the reservation. Let's go and enjoy our meal.
Let's do it. It's going to be a fantastic evening.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't determine the true value or nature of something or someone based solely on appearances.
Have you met the new neighbor, Sarah? I heard she's a bit unusual.
I've talked to her a couple of times. She seems really friendly and down to earth, actually.
Really? I saw her the other day, and she was dressed in all those colorful, eccentric clothes. I thought she might be a bit eccentric.
Well, you know what they say. You can't judge a book by its cover. Her style might be unique, but that doesn't define who she is.
That's true. I guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions. What does she do for a living?
She's a scientist, believe it or not. She's passionate about her research and quite brilliant.
A scientist? I would never have guessed. I guess I was too quick to judge based on appearances.
It's a common mistake, but it's important to remember that people are often more complex than they seem at first glance.
You're right. I should give her a chance and get to know her better.
That's the spirit. You never know, you might make a great new friend. Remember, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Can you repeat that?
So, I was saying, I've been really into hiking lately, and I just did this incredible trail last weekend.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Can you repeat that? I didn't catch which trail you mentioned.
Sure thing. I hiked the Eagle Ridge Trail. It's up in the mountains, and the views were breathtaking.
Eagle Ridge Trail, got it. What made it so special?
Well, the trail winds through a dense forest, and when you finally reach the summit, there's this panoramic view of the entire valley. It's like being on top of the world.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I've been wanting to get into hiking, but I'm not sure where to start.
It's easier than you think. You can begin with some beginner-friendly trails and work your way up. I'd be happy to take you on a hike sometime if you're interested.
That sounds great, thanks. I'll definitely take you up on that offer. Can you recommend any easy trails for beginners?
Absolutely. I can give you a list and some tips to get started. Just let me know when you're ready.
Give the benefit of the doubt, to believe someone's statement without being skeptical or critical.
Did you hear about John's absence at the team meeting yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I wonder what's going on. He's usually punctual.
I know, it's unusual for him. But before we jump to conclusions, maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt.
What do you mean?
Well, there could be a reasonable explanation for his absence. He might be facing personal issues, or something urgent that he can't control.
You're right. We don't have all the facts. It's easy to assume the worst, but it's not fair to judge without knowing the full story.
Exactly. It's always better to be understanding and offer support if he needs it. He might appreciate that more than questioning his commitment.
I appreciate your perspective. I'll reach out to him and ask if everything's okay. Maybe he needs some help or just someone to talk to.
That's a great idea. It's in challenging times like this that we truly need to give our colleagues the benefit of the doubt and show empathy.
Thanks for reminding me of that. We all have our moments, and a little understanding can go a long way.
I'm feeling under the weather.
Hey, I'm not feeling too great today.
Oh no, what's wrong? You look under the weather.
Yeah, I think I caught a cold. I've got a sore throat, a stuffy nose, and I'm just so tired.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you seen a doctor or taken any medication?
Not yet, but I think I might need to. I've been trying to rest and drink lots of fluids, but it's not getting better.
it might be a good idea to see a doctor just to be safe. And in the meantime, maybe some warm tea with honey and a humidifier could help with your throat and congestion.
Thanks for the advice. I'll definitely try that. It's just frustrating being sick.
I understand being sick can be really tough. If there's anything I can do to help, like run errands or get you some supplies, just let me know.
That's really kind of you. Thanks. Hopefully, I'll start feeling better soon.
I hope so too. Rest up and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
It's okay, we can go over it again. What specifically is confusing you?
Well, this math problem, for one. I just can't figure out how to solve it.
No problem, let's take a look. Can you show me the problem?
Shows the math problem C, right here. I'm not sure what to do next.
Oh, I see. It looks like you're stuck at this step. Let me explain it differently. First, you need 2.
Oh, I get it now. Thanks for breaking it down. I was overthinking it.
You're welcome. Math can be tricky sometimes, but breaking it down step by step usually helps.
It really does. Thanks for your patience.
Anytime. Don't hesitate to ask if you have more questions. What else don't you understand?
Well, honestly, I don't understand why things have been so complicated lately. Life just feels overwhelming.
I hear you. Sometimes life throws us curveballs, and it's normal to feel that way. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm here to listen.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It means a lot to have someone to talk to.
Of course, we all need someone to lean on when things get tough.
Walking on eggshells, being very careful and cautious in a situation to avoid upsetting someone or causing conflict.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I don't want to upset you, but it's been on my mind.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Well, I've noticed you've been working really long hours lately, and I'm concerned about your health. I mean, I don't want to intrude, but I care about you.
Thanks for your concern. Yeah, things have been crazy at work. It's not easy, but I've got bills to pay,
I totally get that, and I don't want to pressure you, but I'm just worried it's taking a toll on you. Have you considered talking to your boss about your workload?
It's complicated. I've thought about it, but it's not the best time for that conversation, I don't want to rock the boat.
I understand. I just want you to be okay. If you ever need to talk or figure out a plan, I'm here for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's just see how things go, and maybe, if things get too rough, I'll consider talking to my boss.
All right, we'll take it one step at a time. Just know I'm here to support you.
Be like a neighbor, don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
I have to see it to believe it.
Have you heard about that new restaurant that opened up in town? They say it's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard the buzz, but I'm not convinced. I have to see it to believe it.
Well, some friends went there and raved about the food and the ambience.
I'm still a bit skeptical. I've been disappointed by the hype before.
Fair enough. I'm thinking of trying it this weekend. You should come with me and see for yourself.
Maybe I will. I guess experiencing it firsthand is the best way to judge.
Exactly. Sometimes pictures and reviews don't do a place justice.
I'll keep an open mind then. It could be a pleasant surprise.
Great. Let's plan for Saturday. I think you'll be impressed.
Sounds like a plan. I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
Awesome, looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
Guess what? I got accepted into that art program I applied for.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I knew you could do it.
Thank you so much. I'm over the moon right now. It's a dream come true.
I'm genuinely thrilled for you. When do you start?
Classes begin next month. I can't wait to dive into all the creative projects and learn from some amazing artists.
It's going to be such an incredible experience for you. Your talent deserves this opportunity.
Your support means the world to me. I couldn't have done it without friends like you.
Well, you earned it through your hard work and dedication. I'm just proud to know you.
Thanks again. I feel so lucky to have people like you in my corner.
Anytime. And I can't wait to see all the amazing art you'll create during this program.
You'll be one of the first to see it, that's for sure. Thanks for celebrating with me.
My pleasure. Your success is something to be celebrated, for sure.
Carry out, complete or perform a task.
Have you had a chance to carry out the inventory check in the warehouse?
Not yet. I'm planning to start it tomorrow. I had some urgent emails to handle today.
All right, just make sure to complete it by the end of the week. We need an accurate count for our quarterly report.
I understand the importance. I'll carry out the inventory with utmost care and attention to detail.
Great! Also, don't forget to double-check the data against our records to identify any discrepancies.
Of course, I'll cross-reference it with the database to ensure everything aligns.
And if you come across any damaged or missing items, please report them immediately.
Will do. I'll create a separate list for any discrepancies I find.
Thanks for taking care of this. Once you've carried out the inventory, we can proceed with the financial audit more smoothly.
You can count on me. I'll have the inventory check completed by Friday at the latest.
Perfect. That should give us enough time to address any issues before the audit.
Thanks for your dedication.
Make a long story short, to summarize a lengthy explanation.
So, I heard you're taking on that new project at work. It sounds like a big deal.
Yeah, it's a significant opportunity, and I want to make sure I do well. I've got to keep an eye on the ball.
That's the right attitude. But don't let the pressure overwhelm you. Take it one step at a time.
You're right, I need to stay focused and not get distracted by other things.
It's crucial to prioritize and manage your time efficiently. Keep an eye on the ball, and you'll hit your targets.
I'm also worried about the competition. There are some strong contenders.
Competition is part of the game. Just remember, it's not always about being the best but consistently giving your best.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we're a team, and we all want to see each other succeed. Keep an eye on the ball, stay committed, and you'll do great.
I'll do my best. With colleagues like you, I feel more confident already.
That's the spirit. You've got this.
Turn up, appear unexpectedly, or increase in volume.
Did you hear about the surprise guest at the party last night?
No, who turned up unexpectedly?
Sarah's cousin from abroad. She hadn't seen him in years, so he decided to turn up unannounced.
That's a pleasant surprise. How did the party go?
It was great. Everyone was thrilled that he turned up. The atmosphere was fantastic, and he added a lot to the fun.
Sounds like a memorable evening. Did the music turn up as well?
Oh, absolutely. We had a DJ who really knew how to turn up the volume. The dance floor was packed.
That must have been a blast. Any plans for tonight?
Well, Sarah decided to throw an impromptu barbecue, so if you're free, you should turn up again.
I'd love to turn up for another night of fun. Count me in.
Great! Let's hope more surprises turn up at the barbecue tonight.
Actions speak louder than words. What people do is more important than what they say.
I've been talking to my co-worker about helping with the project, but I haven't seen any action from him yet.
You know what they say, actions speak louder than words. Maybe he's just not as committed as he claims.
I'm beginning to think so. He always agrees to contribute, but when it comes down to it, he's nowhere to be found.
It can be frustrating when people make promises they don't keep. Have you tried talking to him about it directly?
I'm considering it, but I don't want to come across as too confrontational.
It's important to address the issue. You can express your concerns and ask for a clear plan or timeline.
You're right. It's just that I value reliability, and it's a crucial project for our team.
Trust is earned through actions, not just words. Hopefully, your conversation will lead to better collaboration.
I hope so. I want this project to be successful, and I can't do it alone.
You're not asking for too much. Everyone should contribute if they've committed to it. Just remember, actions will reveal the truth.
Put away, store something in its proper place.
The kitchen is a mess. We really need to put away these dishes.
Yeah, you're right. I'll start with the plates, and you can put away the glasses.
Okay. I'll also put away the pots and pans that are still on the stove.
After that, let's not forget to put away the leftover food in the fridge.
Right. And then we can put away the groceries we bought earlier. The counters will look much better without all the clutter.
True, and we should put away the dry goods in the pantry too. It's getting a bit disorganized.
Once the kitchen is clean and everything is put away, it'll be much more inviting.
Absolutely. Let's work together to put everything away, and then we can relax in a tidy space.
Sounds like a plan. We'll put away all the kitchen stuff, and maybe later we can tackle the living room.
One step at a time. Let's focus on putting away these dishes for now.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for helping me move this weekend. I really appreciate it.
Of course. It's my pleasure to lend a hand when you need it.
You made a challenging task so much easier. I don't know how I would have managed without you and your truck.
No worries at all. Friends help friends, right? Plus, it was a good workout.
Well, I owe you one. Is there anything I can do to repay you for your kindness?
Nah, you don't have to do anything in return. Just promise to return the favor if I ever need assistance.
I will, absolutely. You're a lifesaver.
Just happy to help. And remember, it's not about repaying favors. It's about being there for each other.
You're so right. I'm lucky to have a friend like you.
Likewise, if you ever need anything else, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks again. I can't say it enough, but it's my pleasure to have you as a friend.
It's my pleasure too, my friend. Let's grab a well-deserved meal to celebrate the successful move.
I'm hungry.
Hey, are you feeling hungry? I could go for some food right now.
Absolutely, I'm famished. What are you in the mood for?
I could go for some pizza, maybe with a side of garlic knots.
Pizza sounds great. There's a good pizzeria nearby.
Perfect. Let's go grab a slice or two.
While we wait for our pizza, what have you been up to today?
Just a typical day at work, nothing too exciting. How about you?
I had a busy day too, running errands and doing some housework. I'm so glad we're getting some pizza. It's like a little reward.
Absolutely, food is the best way to unwind after a long day.
Finally, our pizzas are here.
Looks delicious. Let's dig in.
That hit the spot. Thanks for suggesting the pizza place.
No problem. Anytime you're hungry, just let me know.
Put off, delay, or postpone.
Hey, did you hear about the team meeting scheduled for tomorrow?
Yeah, I did. I'm a bit concerned because I have a doctor's appointment at the same time.
That's unfortunate. Can you reschedule the appointment, or is it something urgent?
I wish I could, but it's been hard to get an appointment with this specialist. I've been waiting for weeks. I can't put it off any longer.
I understand. Maybe you can talk to your manager and see if they can move the meeting to a different time.
I thought about that, but it's a crucial meeting with the client. It would be unfair to ask the team to put it off, especially since we've been working on this project for so long.
That's true. In that case, could you ask a colleague to fill you in on the meeting details or provide you with notes?
Good idea. I'll reach out to Jane. She's usually good at taking detailed notes. It's not ideal, but it might be the best solution, since I can't put off the doctor's appointment.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hope Jane can help you catch up on what you miss at the meeting.
Come across, find something unexpectedly.
Guess what? I came across an old photo album while cleaning out the attic.
Really? That's interesting. What kind of pictures are in it?
It's filled with pictures from our family vacations when we were kids. I totally forgot we had these.
That's amazing. I'd love to see them. Can we go through them later?
Of course, it'll be a trip down memory lane. It's amazing what you can come across when you're decluttering.
You never know what treasures you'll find when you start sorting through old stuff. What else did you discover?
Well, as I was going through some old books, I came across my journal from high school. It's full of teenage angst and hilarious stories.
Haha, that's gold. We should definitely sit down and read some of that together.
Absolutely. It's funny how you can come across things that transport you back in time and bring back so many memories.
It's the unexpected finds that make decluttering so rewarding. Let's plan a nostalgia session soon.
Let the cat out of the bag to reveal a secret.
You won't believe what happened last night. I accidentally let the cat out of the bag.
Seriously, what did you do?
I was at Sarah's surprise birthday party, and I didn't realize it was a surprise. So, I casually mentioned it to her earlier in the day.
Oh no, that's a big oops. What was her reaction?
She was pretty disappointed and a little upset, understandably. I felt terrible.
I can imagine. Those surprise parties are always so much fun, and it's disappointing when the secret is revealed.
I know, I wish I could take it back. It's just so awkward now.
Well, all you can do is apologize and make it up to her. Maybe organize another surprise for her soon.
That's a great idea. I'll definitely do that. Lesson learned, never let the cat out of the bag, especially when it comes to surprises.
Haha, yeah, discretion is key when it comes to secrets and surprises. I'm sure she'll appreciate your effort to make it up to her.
I hope so. Thanks for the advice. I'll start planning that do-over surprise right away.
It's a slam dunk.
You won't believe it. I just got the job I interviewed for. It's a slam dunk.
That's fantastic news. I had a feeling you aced that interview. Congratulations.
Thanks. I can't believe it myself. This opportunity is a game changer for me.
I'm so happy for you. What's the position, and when do you start?
I'll be a senior marketing manager, and I start next month. The package they offered is outstanding.
Wow, that's amazing. Your hard work and dedication really paid off.
It's been a long journey, but it's great to see it all come together. I'm excited to step into this role.
You're going to crush it, no doubt about it. Any celebration plans?
I'm thinking of gathering some friends for a small party this weekend. You in?
Absolutely, I wouldn't miss it. Let's make it a memorable celebration.
Thanks for being there from the beginning, supporting me. It means a lot.
You're welcome. I knew you had it in you. Here's to your new adventure, a slam dunk.
It's not a big deal.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's
I can't believe I forgot to bring dessert for the potluck tonight. I feel so embarrassed.
Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal.
But everyone was looking forward to trying my famous apple pie.
I get that, but it happens to the best of us. We can pick up something from the bakery on the way there.
I just hate being the one who messes things up.
Trust me, people will understand. We're all human, and accidents happen.
Thanks for being so understanding. I'll make it up next time.
No need to make a big deal out of it. Just enjoy the evening with friends, and the pie can wait for another occasion.
You're right. I'm probably overthinking this.
Absolutely. Besides, it's the company and the conversations that matter most at these gatherings, not the dessert.
Thanks for being so reassuring. You're a good friend.
Anytime. Remember, it's not a big deal. Let's go grab that bakery treat and head to the potluck.
Fall behind, fail to keep up with something or someone.
How's your coursework going this semester?
Not too well, I'm afraid. I've been struggling to keep up, and I'm starting to fall behind.
That's tough. Have you talked to your professor or sought help from a tutor?
I haven't yet, but I'm planning to. I don't want to fall too far behind and risk failing the class.
It's a good idea to reach out for help early on. Don't let yourself fall behind to the point where catching up becomes nearly impossible.
You're right. I need to be proactive about it. On a different note, I heard you're getting a promotion at work. Congratulations.
Thanks, but it's been quite challenging to balance the increased responsibilities. I'm afraid I might fall behind in my personal life.
That's a common concern with promotions. Finding a work-life balance can be tough, but it's essential not to fall behind in your personal life, too.
I'm working on it, trying to prioritize and not fall behind in my relationships and personal interests.
It's all about finding that balance. You'll figure it out. Just don't let anything important fall behind.
I'll do my best. Thanks for the encouragement.
Carry out, execute or complete a task or plan.
We have a lot to do before the big event next week. How are we going to carry out all these tasks?
I know it seems overwhelming, but if we break it down into smaller steps, we can carry out the preparations one at a time.
That's a good strategy. Let's make a list of everything we need to carry out and delegate responsibilities.
Great idea. I'll carry out the task of coordinating with the catering service, and you can carry out arranging the decorations.
Perfect. That way, we can ensure we carry out each task efficiently, and nothing falls through the cracks.
Also, we should carry out the run-through of the event to check for any last-minute issues.
Agreed. We should carry out a final check of the venue, the seating arrangements, and the technical equipment.
And don't forget to carry out a review of the schedule to ensure everything runs smoothly.
It's going to be a busy week, but I'm confident that if we stick to the plan and carry out our tasks diligently, the event will be a success.
Absolutely. Let's carry out this plan and make sure everything goes off without a hitch.
It's a waste of time.
You know, I've been spending hours on social media lately, and I feel like it's a waste of time.
I can understand how it can be a real-time sink. What's been bothering you about it?
I used to enjoy it, but now it feels like I'm just scrolling through mindless content, and it's not adding any value to my life.
It's easy to get sucked into the endless scroll. Have you thought about taking a break from it?
I have, but it's hard to disconnect entirely, especially since I use it to stay in touch with friends and family.
Maybe you can set some limits then, like allocating a specific time for social media and using it more intentionally.
That's a good idea. I'll try that. I just want to be more productive and not feel like I'm wasting my time.
It's important to prioritize your time and energy on things that matter. Finding a balance can help you make better use of your time.
Thanks for the advice. I need to break this habit and make more meaningful use of my time.
You've got this. Making changes like this can lead to a more fulfilling and productive life.
Wait on, serve or attend to someone.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
Yes, I used to wait on tables during college. It was a good job to make some extra money.
What was the most challenging part of waiting on customers?
I think the most challenging aspect was dealing with difficult customers. Some people can be really demanding.
I can imagine. How did you handle it?
I tried to stay calm and polite, no matter what. It's important to wait on all customers with a smile and good service.
That's a good approach. Customer service can make or break a dining experience.
Absolutely. It's essential to wait on customers efficiently and make them feel welcome. It encourages repeat business.
Did you have any memorable experiences while waiting on tables?
Oh, for sure. There were many. I had some great regular customers and some not so great ones. But overall, it was a valuable experience.
I can see how it would teach you a lot about customer service and patience.
Definitely. It's an excellent job to learn how to wait on and interact with people from all walks of life.
I'm thirsty.
Hugh, it's so hot out here today. I'm really thirsty.
Tell me about it. The sun is relentless. We should find somewhere to grab a drink.
That's a good idea. How about that cafe over there? They usually have a nice
selection of cold drinks.
Sounds perfect. Let's head over.
I think I'll go for an iced tea. What about you?
I'll have a lemonade, please.
Ah, that iced tea is hitting the spot.
This lemonade is so refreshing. Just what I needed.
So, have you been keeping busy lately?
Yeah, work has been quite hectic, but it's nice to take a break like this and relax.
I hear you. It's essential to stay hydrated in this weather and take moments to unwind.
Absolutely. It's these little breaks that keep us going.
Thanks for suggesting this. I was really thirsty, and it made my day better.
No problem at all. Anytime you need a drink, buddy, just let me know.
It's all said and done.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.
Well, it's been a long journey, but it's all said and done. We finally sold the house.
That's a huge relief. I know it's been a stressful process. What's next for you?
I think I'll take a short break, maybe a little vacation to unwind. Then, I'll start looking for a new place to settle down.
A break sounds well deserved. You've been through a lot. Where are you thinking of moving to?
I'm considering a few options, but I'm leaning towards a smaller town for a change of pace.
That sounds like a great idea. A quieter lifestyle can be refreshing.
I agree. I'm looking forward to a new chapter and leaving the hustle and bustle behind.
Change can be scary, but also exciting. You've got a clean slate ahead of you.
I'm embracing it with open arms. Thanks for all your support through this process.
Anytime. You know I'm here for you. Best of luck with your fresh start.
Thanks, friend. I'm ready for whatever comes next now that it's all said and done.
Class divine, yeah, true passion shines, and I'm through passing time. I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the...
It's all well and good.
You know, I've been thinking about taking that job offer in another city, but it's such a big decision.
Well, it's all well and good to consider your options carefully. What's holding you back?
I'm worried about leaving my family and friends behind. It's a tough choice.
I understand that. But sometimes, great opportunities come when you step out of your comfort zone.
I'm also concerned about the cost of living in the new city. It seems pretty high.
Valid concern. Have you researched the job's compensation package and weighed the pros and cons?
Yeah, I have. The job itself is fantastic. And the pay's good. It's just the idea of moving that's giving me pause.
Change can be intimidating, but it's also a chance for personal growth. It's all well and good to prioritize what's best for your career and long-term goals.
You're right. Maybe I should take the leap. I don't want to regret passing up such an opportunity.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, embracing change is how we achieve great things. You've got this.
Run out of, deplete the supply of something.
Oh, we're about to run out of milk.
Seriously? We just bought some yesterday. I can't believe we're already running out.
I know, it seems like we run out of milk so quickly these days. I guess we're using it for coffee, cereal, and cooking.
True, we should try to use it more sparingly. Do we have any backups in the pantry?
I think we have a can of powdered milk, but it's not the same. We should add it to the grocery list so we don't run out again.
Good idea. And speaking of the grocery list, we're also about to run out of toilet paper. We need to stock up on that too.
Right, it's always frustrating when we run out of essential items like toilet paper. Let's make sure we don't forget it at the store.
Agreed. We don't want to run out of the basics. I'll add both milk and toilet paper to the list.
Perfect. It'll be a relief not to run out of those necessities again.
Take off, remove clothing or depart on a flight.
Hey, it's so hot today. I can't wait to take off my jacket.
Yeah, the weather suddenly got really warm. I think I'm going to take off my sweater too.
Speaking of taking off, have you booked your flight for the business trip next week?
I did. I'm taking off on Monday morning and returning on Friday. How about you?
I'm taking off on the same flight as you. We can share a cab to the airport.
Sounds good. I'll send you the flight details so we can coordinate our schedules.
Great. By the way, before we take off on our trip, we need to finalize the presentation for the client meeting. Can we meet later to discuss it?
Definitely. I'll take off a couple of hours earlier from work today, and we can work on it together.
Perfect. Let's make sure it's a successful trip, both in terms of our presentation and the flight.
Agreed. I'll see you later to take off our work on that project.
That's cool.
Hey, I just found out I won tickets to that concert I've been dying to see.
That's cool. Congratulations. When is it?
Thanks. It's next weekend. I can't believe my luck.
That's going to be an amazing show. Who are you going with?
I'm taking my sister. It's her favorite band too. We're both super excited.
That sounds like a fantastic plan. Have you seen them in concert before?
No, it's a first for both of us. We've been fans for years, so this is a dream come true.
Well, I hope you both have an incredible time. Live music is always so much fun.
I can't wait. And thanks for sharing in my excitement.
Of course. It's cool to see your hard work rewarded with such a great opportunity.
It really is. I'm going to remember this for a long time.
Enjoy the concert and take lots of photos to remember the night.
Will do. Thanks again for the enthusiasm. It means a lot.
No problem at all. Have a blast.
I have to hit the hay.
Hey, it's getting late. I think I have to hit the hay soon.
I totally get that. It's been a long day. Need to rest up for tomorrow.
Yeah, and I have an early meeting, so I better get a good night's sleep.
It's always better to be well rested for those morning commitments.
I've got a lot on my plate this week, so I need all the energy I can get.
Makes sense. Don't forget to set your alarm so you don't oversleep.
I've already set it. Thanks for the reminder.
No problem. Sweet dreams, and I hope you wake up feeling refreshed.
You too. Have a good night and take care.
Thanks. Good night.
Do away with, eliminate or get rid of something.
I heard they're planning to do away with the old dress code policy at work.
Really? That's a big change. What's the reason behind wanting to do away with it?
They believe that the strict dress code is outdated and no longer necessary for the company's image.
I can see why they'd want to do away with it, especially with how workplaces are evolving.
Exactly. Many employees have been pushing for a more relaxed dress code, and it's finally gaining traction.
So, what's the new dress code going to be like once they do away with the old one?
They're still working on the specifics, but it's likely to be more business casual. They want employees to feel comfortable while maintaining professionalism.
I think that's a positive change. It can boost morale and make the workplace more relaxed.
That's the hope. It's a small step, but it's part of a larger effort to do away with unnecessary restrictions and improve the work environment.
I'm all for it. Change can be a good thing, and it sounds like they're taking steps in the right direction.
Pick out, choose or select something from a group.
Hey, I need your help picking out a gift for my sister's birthday.
Of course. I'd be happy to help. What's she into?
Well, she's a huge bookworm, so I was thinking of getting her a new novel. But there are so many options at the bookstore, I can't decide which one to pick out.
That's a great idea. Let's think about her favorite authors or genres. Do you have any hints from her recent reads?
She's been raving about mystery novels lately, especially by a few specific authors. Maybe I should pick out one of their books.
Sounds like a good plan. How about you give me their names, and we can head to the bookstore and pick out the latest release by one of them?
That's a smart approach. She'll be thrilled to receive a book from one of her favorite authors.
Great! Let's go pick out a bestseller and a beautifully wrapped gift bag to go with it. It'll be a thoughtful present.
Thanks for your help. She's going to love it.
I have to pull some strings.
I hate to do this, but I have to pull some strings to get my cousin that job.
Really? Isn't that a bit unfair to the other applicants?
I know it may seem that way, but he's been struggling for so long, and this job could be a game changer for him.
I get that you want to help your cousin, but doesn't it compromise the integrity of the hiring process?
I've been thinking about that too. I'm going to speak to the hiring manager and make sure they understand my cousin's qualifications.
That's a more ethical approach. If he's truly qualified, he should have a fair shot.
Exactly. I don't want to hurt anyone else's chances, but I want to make sure he gets a fair consideration.
I respect your intention to help your cousin, but it's crucial to maintain fairness in the process.
I appreciate your input. I just hope it all works out for the best.
We'll see how it goes. Just remember, it's important to be transparent and ensure that the process remains fair and unbiased.
Thanks, you're right. I'll make sure of that.
It's a win-lose situation.
We have to make a tough decision about the budget allocation, and it's turning into a win-lose situation.
I hate when that happens. What's the issue?
We can either invest more in marketing to boost sales, or we can cut costs by reducing staff. It feels like one group will win, and the other will lose.
That's a really tough call. Have you considered any compromise?
We've looked at various scenarios, but it's challenging to find a solution that doesn't negatively impact one side.
It's a delicate balance. If we cut staff, it might hurt morale, but without more marketing, we might not boost sales enough.
Exactly, and it's putting a lot of pressure on me as the decision maker.
In these situations, it's vital to communicate clearly and transparently with the team affected, so they understand the reasons behind the decision.
You're right. It won't be easy, but I'll do my best to make the process as fair as possible.
Don't worry about it.
I'm really sorry for being late today. Traffic was just a nightmare.
Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks for understanding. I hate being late, especially for important meetings.
Well, you made it, and that's what matters. Let's focus on the meeting now.
You're right. So, where did we leave off?
We were discussing the upcoming project timeline.
Oh, yes. I think we need to push the deadline by a week to ensure we have enough time for quality work.
That makes sense. Can you prepare a proposal for that adjustment and share it with the team?
Absolutely. I'll get on it right after this meeting.
Great. Thanks for taking care of that.
No problem. I'll make sure it's well detailed and explains why the extension is necessary.
Perfect. Your attention to detail is always appreciated.
Thanks for being so understanding about my lateness today.
Don't worry about it. We're a team, and we've got each other's backs.
It's a piece of cake.
Hey, I heard you aced that difficult exam. How did you manage that?
Well, it was a piece of cake, actually.
Really? It seemed so challenging to me. What was your secret?
Honestly, I just stayed organized and studied consistently throughout the semester. I also used flashcards to help memorize key concepts.
That sounds like a solid strategy. I wish I could make it look so easy.
It's all about finding the right study methods that work for you. Once you do that, Even the toughest subjects can feel like a piece of cake.
I'll have to give your approach a try next time. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. And remember, it's not about making it look easy. It's about finding the methods that make it manageable and less daunting.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again, and congrats on your excellent score.
Thanks. I'm always here if you need any study tips. You've got this.
Wake up, stop sleeping and become conscious.
Good morning. You look well rested. What time did you wake up today?
Hey there. I actually woke up a little earlier than usual, around 6:30. How about you?
I woke up at 7 o'clock. I've been trying to wake up earlier to start my day more productively.
That's a great habit. I used to wake up late, but I realized I was wasting a lot of time in the morning.
Exactly. It's amazing how much you can accomplish when you wake up with a plan.
Speaking of waking up, have you heard about the new alarm clock app that makes you solve math problems to wake up?
Yes, I've heard of it. It's a clever way to make sure you fully wake up and don't go back to sleep.
I've been using it for a week, and it's been effective in making me wake up and stay awake.
That's great. I might give it a try to improve my wake-up routine.
It's worth a shot. So, what's on your agenda for the day after waking up early?
Jump on the bandwagon to join a popular trend or activity.
Have you heard about the new investment opportunity in renewable energy?
Yeah, I've heard a bit about it. What's your take on it?
I'm seriously considering jumping on the bandwagon. It seems like the future of energy and a great way to make some money.
I've been a bit skeptical about investing in such things. Is it really worth it?
Well, the trend is undeniable, and the potential returns are promising. A lot of people are already on board.
I guess I don't want to miss out, but I'm worried about the risks. What if it's just a fad?
That's a valid concern. It's important to do your due diligence, study the market, and assess your risk tolerance. Jumping on the bandwagon shouldn't be impulsive.
You're right. I need to research it thoroughly. Can you recommend any resources to get me started?
Sure, I can share some articles and websites that have valuable insights. Just remember, it's always wise to diversify your investments.
Thanks. I appreciate your guidance. I'll look into it and make an informed decision.
See you soon.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off.
Hey, it's been great catching up with you.
Absolutely, time flew by. See you soon.
Yeah, definitely. Let's plan something soon, maybe next weekend.
Sounds like a plan. I'll check my schedule and shoot you a message. It'd be awesome to hang out again.
Perfect. We can grab dinner, or maybe even check out that new movie everyone's talking about.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I've been wanting to see that movie too.
Great minds think alike. Just let me know when you're free, and we'll make it happen.
Will do. Thanks for today, it was a blast.
No problem at all. It's always a good time when we get together. Take care and see you soon.
You too. Till next time.
I hate it.
Have you had a chance to try the new restaurant in town?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, I hate it.
Really? I heard so many good things about it. What didn't you like?
Well, first, the service was terrible. The waiter was rude, and it took forever to get our food.
That's unfortunate. But what about the food itself?
It was a disappointment too. My dish was overcooked and bland, and it wasn't worth the price.
Oh, that's disappointing to hear. I had high hopes for that place.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to try it too, but it just didn't live up to the hype.
Did you mention your concerns to the manager or anyone?
No, I didn't want to cause a scene, so I just paid the bill and left.
I understand, but feedback can be valuable for them to improve.
Maybe I should have said something. Anyway, I won't be going back there anytime soon.
Well, thanks for the heads up. I'll have to reconsider my dinner plans.
No problem. There are plenty of other great places to try in town.
It's a balancing act.
Lately, I've been feeling overwhelmed. Juggling work, family, and personal life, it's all become a massive balancing act.
I can relate. It's tough to keep all those aspects of life in equilibrium. How do you manage it?
Well, I've started by setting clear priorities. Family comes first, then work, and whatever's left is for personal time.
That sounds like a good strategy. How about self-care? You mustn't forget to take care of yourself in all this.
You're right. I've neglected that a bit. I need to carve out time for me, too.
It's essential for your overall well-being. What about delegating tasks at work or home?
I'm slowly learning to do that. At work, I've started to delegate some responsibilities. And at home, I'm getting my family involved.
Good moves. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's smart.
Thanks for the support. Sometimes it feels like a never-ending juggling act, but I'm determined to find balance.
You've got this. Remember, it's an ongoing process, and it's okay to adjust as you go.
I appreciate your encouragement. I'm working on it day by day.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't worry about things that have already happened and can't be changed.
I can't believe it. I accidentally knocked over my coffee all over my laptop. It's ruined.
Well, don't cry over spilled milk. It was an accident, and there's no use dwelling on it.
I know, but it's such a costly mistake. I have important work on there.
It's frustrating, for sure, but stressing about it won't change the situation. Maybe there's a way to salvage your data, or get it repaired.
You're right. I should look into data recovery and see if there's any hope.
And in the future, maybe be more cautious around your workspace. We all make mistakes, but it's how we deal with them that counts.
You're absolutely right. Thanks for the advice and the pep talk. I needed it.
No problem. We all need a reminder sometimes. Life's too short to cry over spilled milk.
True. I'll clean this up and take it as a lesson learned.
That's the spirit. It's all part of the journey.
I have to wrap my head around this.
I got this new project at work, and it's quite complex.
Oh, really? What's it about?
It involves a lot of data analysis and programming, and I have to develop a machine learning model. I have to wrap my head around this.
Sounds challenging. How do you plan to tackle it?
I think I'll start by breaking it down into smaller tasks. It's a big undertaking, and I want to ensure I understand every aspect.
That's a good approach. Take it step by step.
Yeah, and I'm going to need to do some research, and maybe take a course to brush up on certain skills.
That's a smart move. Continuous learning is key in our field.
Absolutely. It's a bit overwhelming right now, but I know that with time, I'll be able to wrap my head around it and make progress.
I have no doubt about that. You've always been a quick learner.
Let's hang out.
Hey, it's been way too long. Let's hang out.
Absolutely. I've missed spending time with you. What do you have in mind?
Well, the weather's perfect, so how about a picnic at the park this weekend?
That sounds fantastic. I can bring some sandwiches and snacks. What about drinks?
Great idea. I'll grab some refreshing lemonade and iced tea.
Perfect. It's going to be so much fun catching up. What time should we meet?
Let's say around 11 a.m. That way, we can beat the crowd and have a relaxing morning.
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring my frisbee, too. Maybe we can get a game going.
Awesome. I'll bring a blanket for us to sit on. Can't wait for some sunshine and good company.
Me neither. It's been ages since our last picnic. It's going to be a great day.
Agreed. I'll text you the details and location. Looking forward to it.
Perfect. Looking forward to it, too. See you on Saturday.
Settle for, accept something less than desired.
I heard you didn't get that job you interviewed for. What happened?
Yeah, it's disappointing. I didn't get the offer, but they said I was their second choice.
That's tough. Are you going to keep looking for something better, or settle for this other job you mentioned earlier?
I'm still not sure. I don't want to settle for a job I'm not passionate about, but the bills are piling up, and I need a paycheck.
It's a tough spot to be in. Sometimes we have to settle for something temporarily, while we continue the search for the ideal job.
You're right. I might have to settle for the other job just to make ends meet. It's not my dream job, but I can keep looking for something better while I'm there.
It's a practical approach. At least it'll provide some financial stability while you explore other opportunities.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe I'll discover that I like it more than I initially thought. I won't settle for complacency, I'll keep striving for my dream job.
That's the spirit. Don't give up on your goals, even if you have to settle for a temporary solution.
Take your time.
I've been feeling really overwhelmed lately.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything specific on your mind?
Well, it's just work, family, and all the responsibilities piling up. I feel like I can't keep up.
It's completely normal to feel that way sometimes. Remember, it's okay to take a step back and breathe.
I know, but I always feel this pressure to do everything perfectly and on time.
Take your time. Perfection isn't always necessary, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it. What can you do to decompress and distress?
I used to enjoy painting, but I haven't done that in ages.
Maybe it's time to pick up that paintbrush again. It can be a great way to relax and unwind.
You're right. I'll start with that this weekend. Thanks for listening.
Anytime. And remember, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Take your time to prioritize self-care and what makes you happy.
I appreciate your support. It means a lot.
I'm here for you. We all go through challenging times, and it's important to lean on
those who care about us.
Keep up, maintain or stay at the same level.
It's been a while since we last met. How's your new job going?
It's been a whirlwind, but I'm trying my best to keep up. The learning curve has been steep.
I understand. It can be challenging to keep up with new responsibilities and expectations in a new role.
Yeah, I've had to put in some extra hours to keep up with the workload. But it's a great opportunity, so I'm not complaining.
That's the spirit. You have the determination to keep up, and it'll pay off in the long run.
Thanks for the encouragement. How about you? How's your project going?
It's moving along, but we've had some unexpected setbacks. It's been a struggle to keep up with the timeline.
I see. Sometimes, it's hard to keep up with deadlines when unexpected issues arise.
Exactly. But we're doing our best to keep up the quality of the work despite the delays.
Good to hear that you're committed to keeping up the standards. Sometimes, that's more important than sticking to a strict schedule.
You're absolutely right. Quality is key, and we'll do whatever it takes to keep up those standards, even if it means adjusting the timeline.
Face the music, to accept the consequences of one's actions.
So, I heard you have to face the music about that project at work.
Yeah, it's not looking good. The deadline's approaching fast, and I'm not even halfway done.
I understand it's a tough situation, but you can't keep avoiding it. You need to face the music and find a solution.
I know. I've just been overwhelmed with other tasks and personal stuff. It feels like there's no way out.
Well, the longer you delay it, the worse it'll get. Maybe you could talk to your supervisor, explain the situation, and see if there's any flexibility or additional resources available.
I've been dreading that conversation, but you're right. I need to face the music
and address this head on.
And if it's not doable on your own, don't hesitate to ask for help from your colleagues. Teamwork can make a significant difference.
Thanks for the advice and support. I'll schedule that meeting with my boss and reach out to my team. It's time to face the music and tackle this challenge.
Good for you. I'm here to back you up if you need it. You've got this.
I have to get my ducks in a row.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I really need to get my ducks in a row.
I understand what you mean. What's been going on that's got you thinking that way?
Well, my finances are a mess, and I've been procrastinating on important life decisions. It's time to take control.
It's great that you're acknowledging it. Have you considered where to start?
Yeah, I'm going to create a budget and start saving more. I also need to set clear goals for my career and personal life.
That sounds like a solid plan. Breaking things down into manageable steps can make it less overwhelming.
I'm also thinking of decluttering my living space and simplifying my routines. Less chaos, more focus.
Simplifying can definitely help. Just remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself.
Thanks for the encouragement. I know it won't be easy, but I'm determined to get my life in order.
You've got this. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's get those ducks in a row together.
Hit the ground running, to start something quickly and energetically.
Hey, how was your first day at the new job?
It was intense, but I had to hit the ground running. So much to learn.
I can imagine. How's the team?
They're great, really supportive, but the pace is relentless.
Well, that's expected when you start something new. What's the biggest challenge so far?
Definitely the new software. It's super complex, and they use it for everything.
You'll get the hang of it. Just keep pushing yourself.
I have to, and I want to make a good impression. Can't afford to stumble right now.
Remember, hitting the ground running is tough, but it sets you up for success down the line.
Yeah, I know. It's just a lot to take in.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Give it some time, and you'll master it.
Thanks, I needed that encouragement. I'll keep at it and give it my best shot.
That's the spirit. You got this.
Come through, succeed or deliver on a promise.
I was really worried about that important presentation at work, but I'm relieved it came through successfully.
That's great to hear. I knew you were well prepared, so I had faith you'd come through with flying colors.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's always nerve-wracking, but in the end, I'm glad I came through as expected.
Speaking of coming through, I'm still waiting for the contractor to finish my home renovations. They promised to have it done by now.
Oh, I hope they come through soon. Delays can be frustrating when you're expecting something to be completed.
Tell me about it. I just want them to come through on their commitment and deliver the finished project.
Have you contacted them to follow up?
I have, and they assured me they'd come through and finish up this week. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I hope they come through and get it done for you. Home renovations can be quite stressful.
Definitely. Let's hope they come through as promised, and I can finally enjoy my newly renovated space.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you as well. I hope they come through and complete it to your satisfaction.
Are you kidding?
Guess what? I just won the lottery. I'm a millionaire now.
Are you kidding? That's incredible. How did it happen?
I bought a ticket on a whim, and I can't believe it, but all the numbers matched.
Wow, that's like a dream come true. What are you going to do with all that money?
Well, first, I'm going to pay off all my debts and my parents' mortgage. Then, I want to donate to some charities and maybe take a dream vacation.
That's so generous of you. Any other plans?
I've always wanted to start my own business, so I'll invest in that too. And of course, set up a college fund for my kids.
It sounds like you've got it all planned out. I'm genuinely happy for you.
Thanks. It's still sinking in. But hey, remember all those times we joked about what we'd do if we won the lottery?
Yeah, and now it's actually happening. Amazing.
I know, right? Life can be so unpredictable sometimes.
Absolutely. Congratulations again.
I'm tired.
Hey, you seem a bit out of it today. What's going on?
Ugh, I'm just so tired. I couldn't sleep well last night, and work has been non-stop.
I can see it in your eyes. You look drained. Maybe you should take a break.
I wish I could, but I have a deadline to meet by the end of the day.
Well, how about a quick coffee? It might give you a little energy boost.
Coffee does sound tempting right now. Let's grab one.
I'll get you a strong one. Anything else you want with it?
A croissant would be great. Thanks for looking out for me.
So, what's been keeping you so busy at work lately?
We're launching a new project, and the workload has been insane. I barely have time to breathe.
That sounds tough. Remember, it's okay to take short breaks to recharge, even during hectic times.
You're right. I need to find a balance. Thanks for the coffee and the reminder.
Show up, arrive or appear.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm...
Have you seen John around? He was supposed to show up at the office an hour ago.
No, I haven't seen him. He should have shown up for the team meeting by now.
It's not like him to be late. I hope nothing's wrong.
I'll try calling him to see if he shows up on the phone. Maybe he's stuck in traffic or something.
Did he answer?
No, it went straight to voicemail. That's odd. He usually answers calls promptly.
I'm starting to get a bit worried. John is usually very reliable.
Let's give it a bit more time. Maybe he'll show up soon, and there's a reasonable explanation for his delay. I just got a message from John. He's stuck in a traffic jam due to an accident on the highway. That's why he couldn't show up on time.
Ah, that explains it. I'm glad he's okay. Traffic can be so unpredictable.
Since why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different.
Make a long story short, to summarize a lengthy explanation.
Hey, how was your weekend trip to the mountains?
Oh, it was amazing. We hiked, had a picnic, and enjoyed stunning views.
Sounds fantastic. Tell me more.
Well, we started the hike early, explored a beautiful trail, and reached the summit.
And then?
We spent hours taking photos and just taking in the breathtaking scenery.
That sounds wonderful. Anything else interesting happen?
Not really. It was just a perfect day, and we came back with incredible memories.
Great, but can you make a long story short? I'm running out of time.
Sorry. We hiked, enjoyed the view, took photos, and had an unforgettable day in the mountains.
Much better. I'm glad you had a fantastic trip.
Thanks. It was truly amazing, and I'd recommend the place to anyone looking for a quick escape to nature.
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for making a long story short.
Haha, you got it.
Go on, continue or proceed.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hey, I heard you started a new job. How's it going?
It's been a great experience so far. I started about a month ago, and I'm really excited about the projects I'm working on. How about you? How's your job search going?
Well, I had a few interviews, but nothing has panned out yet. I'm not giving up, though. I'll keep applying and going on interviews until I find the right fit.
That's the spirit. Don't get discouraged. The job market can be tough, but the right opportunity will come along.
I appreciate your encouragement. I won't let the rejections get to me. I'll just go on with my search.
That's the right attitude. In the meantime, you could consider taking some online courses to expand your skill set. It might help you go on a different career path.
That's a good idea. I've been thinking about that. I'll explore some courses to keep improving while I go on with my job search.
Keep your chin up, and remember that persistence pays off. You'll go on to find a job that's the perfect fit for you.
Me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action or make a decision.
So, about our project proposal, what do you think we should do next?
Well, I've done my research and drafted the initial plan. Now, the ball is in your court. What's your take on it?
I appreciate that. I think your research is solid, and I agree with most of your proposed strategies. However, I'd like to see a more detailed timeline and budget breakdown.
Got it. I can work on that. Is there anything specific you want to see in the budget?
I'd like a breakdown of projected costs for each phase of the project, and a contingency plan for unexpected expenses.
Sounds reasonable. I'll get that information together. When do you need it by?
Our meeting with the stakeholders is in 2 days, so if you could have it to me by tomorrow, that would be great.
I'll prioritize it and make sure you have it in time for the meeting.
Thanks, I appreciate your efforts. Let's make sure this project is a success.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to provide all the necessary details. The ball's in my court now.
That's a good point.
I've been thinking about our marketing strategy, and I believe we should focus more on social media advertising.
Well, we've been investing heavily in traditional advertising channels. Why do you think social media is a better option?
Social media has a wider reach, and it allows for more targeted advertising. Plus, it's cost-effective compared to TV or print ads.
That's a good point. We should consider reallocating some of our budget to social media campaigns.
Exactly. It's also easier to track and analyze the performance of social media ads, so we can make data-driven decisions.
I agree. Let's set up a meeting with the marketing team to discuss this in more detail. Great. I appreciate your proactive approach to improving our strategy.
Thank you. I believe this adjustment could significantly boost our online presence and engagement.
It's always good to explore new avenues for growth. That's a good point you've raised, and I'm looking forward to the discussion with the team.
Work out, exercise, or resolve a problem.
I've been trying to work out more regularly lately.
That's a great goal. How's it been going?
Well, I started a new workout routine, but it's been challenging to stick with it.
Staying consistent can be tough, but the key is to find a routine that works for you and your schedule.
Yeah, I need to figure out the best time during the day to work out. Mornings are usually so busy.
You could try squeezing in a workout during your lunch break or in the evening. It's essential to find what works for your lifestyle.
I'll give that a shot. I know regular exercise can help me work out stress and boost my energy.
Absolutely. It can be a great way to work out any built-up tension and clear your mind.
And it's not just about physical health. I'm hoping it'll help me work out some personal issues too.
Exercise can be a fantastic way to work out those mental and emotional challenges. It's like a 2-for-1 deal.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep working on it and aim to make exercise a regular part of my life.
You're welcome. Good luck, and remember, consistency is key. You've got this.
Hit the nail on the head, to describe something precisely and accurately.
Feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You know, I was trying to figure out what's been bothering me, and then John, out of the blue, said something that hit the nail on the head.
Really? What did he say?
He pointed out that I've been overworking and not taking any time for myself, and that's why I've been so stressed and irritable.
Well, he's absolutely right. It sounds like he really hit the nail on the head with that observation.
Yeah, it was like a wake-up call. I didn't even realize I was neglecting self-care.
Sometimes, it takes an outsider's perspective to see what we can't see ourselves. It's great that he pointed it out.
It is. I'm grateful for his honesty, even though it was tough to hear.
And now that you know, what's your plan? How will you address this?
I'm going to start by taking some time off to recharge, maybe go for a weekend getaway. Then, I'll work on establishing a better work-life balance.
That sounds like a solid plan. Remember, it's essential to take care of yourself. John really hit the nail on the head, and I'm glad you're taking action.
Thanks for the support. I'll make sure I don't let this happen again.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Cut down, reduce the amount of something.
Rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes. Made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.
You know, I've been trying to cut down on caffeine lately.
Oh, really? Any particular reason for wanting to cut it down?
Well, I've noticed that I've been having trouble sleeping, and I think my caffeine intake might be to blame.
That makes sense. It can be hard to relax if you're consuming too much caffeine. How's it going so far?
It's a bit of a challenge, especially in the mornings, but I've switched to decaf coffee and reduced my soda intake.
Good for you. Cutting down gradually can make it easier to adjust.
Yes, I didn't want to go cold turkey. The goal is to cut down on caffeine, not eliminate it entirely.
Moderation is key. Have you noticed any improvements in your sleep?
A little bit. I still have the occasional sleepless night, but it's getting better.
Keep it up, and your body will likely adjust over time. Cutting down on caffeine is a step in the right direction for better sleep.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'm determined to continue with this, and hopefully get back to a more regular sleep pattern.
I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space.
Buy the book, to do something strictly according to the rules or guidelines.
You know, I've been working on this project, and I'm determined to do it all by the book.
That's a good approach. Following the established procedures can lead to a successful outcome.
Absolutely. I've seen too many projects go awry because people cut corners.
It's true. Going by the book ensures everything is done correctly and minimizes risks.
It can be a bit time-consuming, but it's worth it in the long run. Quality over shortcuts, right?
You've got the right mindset. Staying by the book can also help you maintain your credibility.
And it sets a standard for the team. When we follow the rules, everyone knows what's expected.
I couldn't agree more. It promotes consistency and professionalism.
Plus, it's a safety net. If anything goes wrong, you can always revert back to the procedures.
It's like having a roadmap. It keeps you on track even when things get complicated.
So, I'm sticking by the book on this one. No shortcuts or improvisations. It's the best way to guarantee success.
I commend your commitment to doing things right. By the book is the way to go.
Let's go out.
Hey, it's been a hectic week. Let's go out.
Oh, absolutely. I could use a break. Any ideas in mind?
How about trying that new Italian restaurant downtown? I heard their pasta is amazing.
Sounds delicious. What day works for you?
How about this Friday? I think they have live music that night too, so it should be fun.
Friday works for me. What time should we make a reservation?
Let's aim for 7:30 p.m. That should give us enough time to relax and enjoy the music.
Great. I'm looking forward to it. Do you want me to book the table?
Sure, if you don't mind. And I'll check if they have any dietary options, just in case.
Sounds like a plan. It's been ages since we had a nice dinner out.
Tell me about it. I can't wait to catch up over some good food.
Me neither. It's a date then. See you on Friday at 7:30.
Looking forward to it. See you then.
It's a long story.
Hey, why did you look so exhausted when you came in today?
Ugh, it's a long story.
Well, we've got some time. I'm all ears.
All right, so yesterday, I had this huge presentation to prepare for. I stayed up late working on it, and then my laptop crashed right when I was about to save it.
Oh no, that sounds like a nightmare. Did you lose all your work?
Yeah, everything. I was up until the early hours of the morning redoing the entire thing. And then, to make matters worse, I overslept this morning and missed my bus.
That's a rough start to the day. How did you get to work then?
I had to call a cab, which cost me an arm and a leg because of the traffic.
Yikes, that's some bad luck.
Tell me about it. And the presentation? I left it at home on the kitchen table.
Seriously, that's like the universe conspiring against you.
Exactly. So, I had to rush back home, grab the presentation, and now here I am, exhausted and stressed out.
Well, I hope the rest of your day gets better.
At the drop of a hat, willing to do something immediately and without hesitation.
Hey, I need a huge favor. Can you come to my place at the drop of a hat?
Sure, but what's going on?
My car broke down, and I have no way to pick up the kids from school. It's a bit of an emergency.
I'll be right there. Just give me a few minutes to grab my keys.
Thanks a million. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. That's what friends are for.
Kids, your mom will be home soon. Don't worry, everything's fine now.
Thank you so much for coming at the drop of a hat. I was in a real bind.
It's no trouble. I know how hectic things can get, and I'm always here to help out when needed.
I'll be big time. Let's grab a coffee sometime soon. My treat.
Deal. Just remember, at the drop of a hat, I've got your back.
An arm and a leg, something that is very expensive.
Have you seen the price of that new smartphone? It costs an arm and a leg.
I know, right? It's outrageous. I can't believe how expensive gadgets have become.
I've been wanting to upgrade, but I just can't justify spending that much.
It's not just the phones, it's everything these days. Even a cup of coffee at the fancy cafe near work costs an arm and a leg.
Tell me about it. It feels like we have to empty our wallets for even the simplest pleasures.
It's frustrating. I remember when going out for a nice dinner didn't mean giving up an arm and a leg.
Maybe we should start looking for alternatives. Finding quality without paying a fortune is possible.
You're right. We don't need to sacrifice our limbs for a bit of luxury.
Let's start exploring more budget-friendly options and enjoy the little things without breaking the bank.
Agreed. We can definitely find ways to live well without giving up our arms and legs.
Make out, see or understand something, often in a challenging context.
I had a hard time following that lecture today.
Yeah, it was pretty complex. Did you make out what the professor was trying to say?
Not entirely. Some parts were clear, but there were moments when I got lost.
I know what you mean. I think the professor tends to make things more complicated than necessary.
Right. It's like they're trying to impress us with their knowledge, but it just confuses me.
I agree. Sometimes I have to go back and read the textbook to make out the concepts.
That's a good strategy. I should do that too. But the terminology they use is so technical.
It is, but breaking it down and going over it multiple times helps. Do you want to study together for the next lecture?
That would be great. Two heads are better than one when trying to make out this material.
Absolutely. We'll figure it out together.
I'm not sure.
You know, I'm not sure.
About what?
Everything, really. Life, career, relationships, you name it. It's all so uncertain.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes, I feel the same way. It's like we're all just trying to figure it out as we go along.
Exactly. It's like there's no guidebook for this stuff.
Well, that's what makes life interesting, right? The unpredictability of it all.
True, I guess. But it can also be pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I won't deny that. But think about it this way. Uncertainty also opens up opportunities for growth and adventure. It's a chance to discover new things about yourself.
You're right. I guess I need to embrace the unknown a bit more and see where it takes me.
That's the spirit. Life's an ongoing journey, and we're all just navigating through it together I'm not sure, at a time.
Thanks for the pep talk. I needed that reminder.
Anytime. We're all in this together.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Achieving something often requires sacrifices.
I heard you're making some big changes in your life. How's it going?
It's been challenging, but you know what they say? You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs.
That's true. Change often comes with sacrifices. What are you giving up?
Well, I decided to leave my stable job and start my own business. It's a risky move, but I believe in the long-term potential.
That's a big leap of faith. What made you decide to go for it?
I've always had this entrepreneurial drive, and I realized that staying in my current job was holding me back from pursuing my passion.
It takes courage to take that step. Are you worried about the challenges?
Absolutely, but I'm willing to embrace the difficulties and learn from them. It's the only way to achieve my dreams.
I admire your determination. It won't be easy, but with hard work, you can create something amazing.
Thanks for the support. It's a bit scary, but like they say, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. It's time to break a few.
I'm here for you every step of the way. Let's make that omelet.
How much does it cost?
Excuse me, I was wondering, how much does it cost?
Sure, I'd be happy to help. What are you looking to find the cost of?
I'm interested in that smartphone you have on display.
The latest model? Well, it depends on a few factors. Are you looking for the base model, or considering any upgrades like storage capacity or color?
I think the base model should be fine. How much for that?
The base model of the smartphone is currently priced at $699.
Okay, that's good to know. Are there any discounts or promotions going on right now?
Yes, we have a promotion running this week. If you trade in your old device, you can get a $100 discount on the new smartphone, so it would be $599.
That sounds like a great deal. Can you tell me more about the trade-in process?
Certainly. We'll assess the value of your old device, and if it meets our criteria, you'll get the discount immediately when you purchase the new phone.
Thanks for the information. I'll definitely consider it.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need assistance, feel free to ask.
Get along, have a good relationship with someone.
How's your new roommate? Do you guys get along? We get along pretty well. She's friendly, and we have similar interests. So it's been a good match so far. That's great to hear. It can be tough if you don't get along with your roommate. Yeah, I've been lucky in that regard. How about your coworker, Mark? Do you get along with him? It's been a bit challenging, to be honest. We have different working styles, and it's been hard to get along when our approaches clash. I see what you mean. Sometimes it can be tough to get along with colleagues who have different work habits. Exactly, but we're trying to find common ground and improve how we get along at work. That's a good approach. It's important to make an effort to get along with your colleagues, especially when you have to work closely together. I agree. We're trying to compromise and communicate better to get along and be more effective as a team. That's the right way to go about it. Building a good working relationship takes time, but it's worth the effort.
Break up, end a romantic relationship or separate a group.
I heard that Sarah and Mark decided to break up. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's surprising. They seemed like a great couple. Do you know what led to the breakup?
From what I've heard, it was a gradual thing. They've been having issues for a while, and it finally reached a point where they couldn't work things out.
That's always tough to hear about a breakup. I hope they both find happiness apart.
I do too. Sometimes, it's necessary to break up in order to find what's best for both individuals.
It's true. Relationships can be complicated. Speaking of UPS, I heard there might be a breakup within the band we both like.
Really? That would be a huge disappointment. I hope it's just a rumor.
Let's hope so. It'd be sad to see the group break up, especially after all the great music they've made.
Yeah, it's always heartbreaking when a favorite band decides to break up.
Fingers crossed it's just a rumor, and they continue making music together.
Agreed. Let's hope this potential breakup doesn't happen.
I have to get my act together.
Hey, I've been thinking a lot lately. I really need to get my act together.
Oh, I totally get where you're coming from. What's been going on?
Well, work's been piling up, and I've been procrastinating way too much. I need to be more organized and productive.
It happens to the best of us. Have you thought about a plan to turn things around?
Yeah, I've started making a to-do list every day. I'm also thinking of setting specific goals and deadlines for myself.
That's a great start. Maybe you could try breaking your tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. It can make the process less overwhelming.
Good idea. I think I'll also cut down on distractions, like spending less time on social media.
Excellent. Remember, it's a process. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Just keep pushing forward.
Thanks for the advice and support. I really appreciate it. I'm determined to make positive changes.
You've got this. I'm here to help you stay on track.
Make up, invent or create a story, excuse, or reconciliation.
Have you talked to Sarah recently? I heard she missed the meeting yesterday.
Yeah, I did. She said she had a family emergency and couldn't make it.
Really? That's the second time this month. Is she okay?
I'm not sure. It does seem a bit unusual. I hope everything's fine with her family.
I hope so too. It just feels like she might be making up excuses to skip work. We've got important projects going on.
You might be right, but we should give her the benefit of the doubt until we know for sure. She's been a reliable team member until now.
You're right. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's wait and see if she can provide more details about the situation.
Agreed. If she's making up stories, it will catch up with her eventually. Let's hope she's being honest about the family emergency and that everything gets resolved soon.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the situation and support her if needed.
It's all up to you.
It's all up to you now.
What do you mean?
I've done all I can. The rest is in your hands.
Are you sure about this?
I have faith in your abilities. You're the best person for the job.
I won't let you down. I'll give it my all.
That's what I want to hear. I believe in you, and I know you can make it happen.
Thanks for entrusting me with this. I'll do my best to meet your expectations.
Remember, you're not alone. If you need any help or guidance, don't hesitate to ask.
I appreciate that. I'll reach out if I run into any roadblocks.
Good. I have confidence in your abilities. Now, let's go out there and make it happen.
You got it. It's all up to me, and I won't disappoint.
Back to the drawing board, to start over after a failure or unsuccessful attempt.
Our marketing campaign didn't yield the results we expected. Our sales are still stagnant.
Yeah, it's disappointing. We need a game changer. It looks like we're back to the drawing board.
I hate to admit it, but you're right. We thought our current strategy was foolproof.
Sometimes things don't go as planned. The key is to adapt and find a better approach.
Any ideas on what the new strategy should be?
I think we should reevaluate our target audience and message. Maybe it's time for a fresh perspective and a more engaging campaign.
You're onto something. Let's gather the team and brainstorm. We need a new creative direction.
That's the spirit. We can turn this setback into an opportunity for growth.
It's frustrating, but you're right. We've faced challenges before and emerged stronger.
Failure is just a stepping stone to success. Back to the drawing board, and we'll come back even better.
Thanks for the support and your positive outlook. Let's get to work.
All bark and no bite. Someone who talks tough but doesn't take action.
Did you hear that John is angry with the boss again?
Yeah, I did. He's always complaining about the workload and how he's going to confront the boss.
But he never actually talks to the boss, does he? It's like he's all bark and no bite.
You're right. He talks a big game but never takes any action.
It's frustrating. If he's so unhappy, he should address it directly instead of just grumbling to us.
Absolutely. He should stop being all bark and no bite and stand up for what he believes in.
I hope he realizes that complaining won't change anything. It's actions that make a difference.
And if he doesn't do something about it, he'll just keep suffering in silence.
Sometimes people need to find their courage and stop being all talk. It's the only way to bring about change.
Let's hope he figures that out soon. It's hard to watch him go on like this.
Agreed. It's time for him to either bite the bullet and address the issues or stop all the complaining.
Bite the bullet, to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage.
I heard your presentation didn't go as well as you hoped. What happened?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd, and I stumbled over my words. I had to bite the bullet and keep going.
I admire your determination. It's not easy to push through a difficult presentation.
Thanks, but I really had no choice. I had to bite the bullet and finish what I started.
Sometimes, facing challenges head-on is the only way to get through them.
True, and you know what they say. Bite the bullet now, and it'll be easier next time.
Absolutely. It's all part of the learning process. You'll be better prepared for the next presentation.
I sure hope so. I don't want to let one setback define my future efforts.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, you have to bite the bullet and embrace the discomfort to grow.
I've learned my lesson. Next time, I'll be more prepared and confident.
And remember, even when you have to bite the bullet, you're building resilience and experience along the way.
Thanks for the encouragement. I appreciate it.
Like the back of your hand, to know something very well, completely familiar with it.
Do you know where I can find that new restaurant downtown?
Of course. I know that area like the back of my hand. You take a left on Maple Street, go straight for a few blocks, and it's right on the corner.
Thanks. I've heard they have amazing sushi. What about parking? Is it easy to find around there?
Parking can be a bit tricky, especially during dinner hours. Your best bet is the parking garage on Elm Street. It's nearby, and you won't have to drive around in circles searching for a spot.
Good to know. I appreciate the directions. How about the menu? Any dishes you recommend?
Oh, I've been there a few times, and their dragon roll is a must-try. If you like spicy food, you'll love it.
Awesome. I'll definitely try that. Thanks for your help.
No problem. Enjoy your meal, and if you need more recommendations or have any questions, feel free to ask.
Will do. Thanks again for being so helpful.
Look up to, respect or admire someone.
You know, I really look up to my grandfather.
That's lovely. What is it about him that you admire so much?
Well, he has this incredible work ethic. He's been a farmer all his life, and he's never complained about hard work or bad weather. I've learned a lot from him.
That's impressive. I can see why you look up to him.
And he's also very compassionate. He's always helping out neighbors and friends when they're in need. I strive to be as giving as he is.
It sounds like he's had a significant impact on your values and character.
Absolutely. He's one of the reasons I decided to pursue a career in agriculture. I want to honor his legacy.
I'm sure he's proud of you for that. It's a wonderful way to show your respect and admiration for him.
I hope so. He's the kind of person I aspire to be like, hardworking, kind, and always ready to lend a hand.
It's great to have such a positive role model in your life.
Get a taste of your own medicine, experience the same negative treatment or situation that you've given to others.
You know, I've been frustrated with how Sarah keeps criticizing my work all the time.
Really? That's surprising. Sarah's usually pretty nice. What did you do?
Well, I gave her some constructive feedback a few weeks ago, and she didn't take it well at all. I thought I was being helpful.
I see. It sounds like she might have wanted you to cigar coat it.
Maybe, but I was just trying to help her improve. Anyway, it's been bothering me, and I've been feeling pretty upset.
Well, sometimes people need to get a taste of their own medicine to understand how their behavior affects others. Maybe this will make her more empathetic.
You think so? I don't want to be mean or anything.
It's not about being mean, but helping her realize the impact of her actions. If she experiences what she's been dishing out, she might change her approach.
You're right. Maybe it's a valuable lesson for both of us. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Just remember to be fair and constructive, like you'd want her to be with you.
I will. I hope it helps us both grow.
Turn in, go to bed or submit something.
It's getting late, and I have an early meeting tomorrow. I think I'm going to turn in for the night.
Good call. You should get some rest. I have to turn in early too, as I have a busy day ahead.
Before I turn in, I need to finish this report and turn it in to my boss. It's due first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's cutting it close. Make sure to proofread it before you turn it in.
Don't worry, I've been working on it for days. It's just about ready to turn in.
Great, I hope it goes well. After I turn in, I'm planning to read for a while to unwind before going to sleep.
That's a good idea. I'll do some light reading after I turn in my report too.
Well, it's time for me to turn in. Good luck with your report, and get a good night's sleep.
You too. I'll turn in as soon as I'm done with this, and hopefully, I'll be well prepared for the meeting. Good night.
I have a question.
Hey, I have a question.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about planning a road trip this summer, and I wanted your input on where to go.
That sounds exciting. Where are you thinking of heading?
I've narrowed it down to two options: a coastal drive along the Pacific Highway, or a trip through the national parks in the Rockies. Which one do you think would be more fun?
Both options have their charm. If you're into stunning ocean views and coastal towns, go for the Pacific Highway. But if you prefer hiking and exploring rugged landscapes, the Rockies are unbeatable.
That's the dilemma I'm facing. I love both.
How much time do you have for the trip?
About 2 weeks.
You could consider a combination of both. Start with the coastal drive and then head inland to the Rockies. That way, you get the best of both worlds.
That's a brilliant idea. Thanks for helping me decide. Now I'm even more excited about the trip.
You're welcome. Road trips are all about adventure and exploration. Have a fantastic time planning and enjoy the journey.
Thanks, I will.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't discard valuable or useful things when getting rid of the unnecessary.
Hey, I heard you're thinking about quitting your job. Is that true?
Yeah, I am. It's just been so stressful lately, and I can't take it anymore.
I get that, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, maybe there's a way to make it better.
I've tried everything, and it's still a toxic environment. I'm not sure I can handle it much longer.
I understand your frustration, but think about what you'd be leaving behind. You've worked hard to get where you are.
I know, but my mental and physical health are suffering. It's affecting my life outside of work too.
Have you considered talking to HR or looking for a different department within the company?
I have, but I'm not sure it's worth the hassle. I feel like I need a fresh start.
Well, ultimately, it's your decision. But just make sure you've explored all your options before you make a final choice. You don't want to regret it later.
You're right. I'll think about it some more. Thanks for listening.
How's your day been?
Hey there, how's your day been?
Oh, it's been quite a day, to be honest. Work was hectic with back-to-back meetings and deadlines. But, the usual grind.
I hear you. Some days are just like that. Anything exciting happen amidst the chaos?
Well, actually, there was a surprise at lunch. My colleague brought in homemade cookies for everyone. It was a pleasant break from the usual office routine.
That sounds delightful. Homemade cookies can really brighten up a day. Did you get the recipe?
I did. She promised to share it with me. It's an old family recipe, apparently. I'm really looking forward to trying it out.
Nice. Maybe you can bring in some for the office next time. Now I'm curious, what flavor were they?
They were chocolate chip with a hint of cinnamon. Absolutely delicious.
Yum! I'll have to try making those myself sometime. Thanks for sharing, and I hope your day gets better from here on out.
Thanks. I hope so too. How about you? How's your day been?
Bite off more than you can chew, to take on more responsibility or work than you can handle.
I don't know what I was thinking, taking on all these extra projects at once.
It sounds like you might have bitten off more than you can chew.
You're absolutely right. I thought I could handle it all, but now I'm feeling overwhelmed.
It happens to the best of us. It's essential to recognize your limits and ask for help when needed.
I hate admitting that I can't handle everything on my own, though.
I understand, but it's not a sign of weakness to seek assistance or delegate some tasks. It's a sign of wisdom.
You're right. I need to reassess my priorities and maybe talk to my supervisor about shifting some responsibilities.
That's a good plan. It's better to manage your workload effectively than to risk burnout or compromising the quality of your work.
I appreciate your advice and support. Sometimes I need a reminder not to bite off more than I can chew.
We all do from time to time. It's a learning experience. Remember, it's okay to ask for help or say no when necessary.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind moving forward.